There's nothing to buy or do to cash in. Just thousands of real winners winning real prizes, no strings attached. No purchase necessary, void or prohibited. Prizes are randomly inserted. See specially marked Valpak envelopes for details.
The podcast McCartney, A Life in Lyrics is a masterclass, a memoir, and an improvised journey with the Beatles' Paul McCartney, one of the most beloved figures in popular music. Each episode focuses on a single song, examining the people, experiences, and art that inspired McCartney's legendary songwriting.
I wanted to become a person who wrote songs and someone whose life was in music.
Listen to McCartney, A Life in Lyrics on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Morgan & Morgan, dial pound 529 on your cell phone. Pound law, that's all.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Deposit. DEPOSIT. That's deposit. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Happy Hump Day, and welcome to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Hope you're having a wonderful middle of the week. Looking forward to the weekend. The Jim part of the show is taking the day off today. You've got Deb, Jack, and Ross. And we've got our usual Wednesday fun coming up for you today, including another keyword. Deposit is your 3 o'clock keyword. DEPOSIT. Take that over to realradio.fm. To win $1,000, we really want you to join the club that right now only includes Arturo, right, Jack? We're still at just one winner?
Yeah, Arturo from Maitland.
All right, Arturo from Maitland for the Jim Colbert Show. We'd love to add your name to that as well. I do want to do our usual greeting. So, hi, I'm Deb. Our executive producer is Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
And the comedy alien is Ross Padgett.
To Frisbee or not to Frisbee?
Ooh, that's a good question. You know, my dog taught me how to Frisbee.
Really?
Yeah.
With no thumbs?
My birds taught me how to whistle, and my dog taught me how to properly throw a Frisbee.
And how?
Just because, you know, the practice of having to keep throwing it, I was a really bad, yeah, exactly. It went all over the place.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Dad, first you grab it like this.
Yeah.
My dog was really smart. He probably could have. It's the whole thumbs thing that screwed him up.
Or the vocal cords. You can give yourself credit for that, Deb. The dog did not teach you how to throw the Frisbee. You practiced and played with your dog until you got it, and you got better at it.
I like to share the wealth, I guess.
Well, I'm down. I'm trying to share the wealth as well. I'm not trying to give 100% of this credit to this
to my dog.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Just like with the whistling.
You were working on those rotator cuffs. You were getting the rhythm.
I was. I finally can do a good Frisbee throw, now I have cats.
I'm not gonna lie. I can chuck a frizz, man. I don't want to
really? You got Frisbee vibes?
Yeah, it's all about the whip.
Well, listen,
you got to whip it.
You do have to whip it, and
Let's get an ultimate Frisbee team together.
That's what always fascinates me, though, about Frisbee golf, because golf in and of itself is difficult. But then when you add in a flying disc trying to get it into a basket.
I promise you right now that Frisbee golf is easier than regular golf.
Oh,
I'll die on that hill. And it's a pretty easy hill to die on because there's like 12 Frisbee golfers out there.
Yeah, we have a course near our house. But real quick, did want to give you a little bit of an update. It's not, my story to tell, but we did want to share that, Jim's procedure this morning is colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Came through with flying colors.
Yeah.
No problems.
They found a little baby in there, like a king cake.
Yeah, and a class ring. But he is home resting. The sucky part is he also has a cold.
Yeah.
But he can't take a thing for it for a week because of the anesthesia.
Oh, bummer.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Why a week?
Well, I guess it's still in your system. You got to work it out, and
you don't want to, I guess,
it's
cause
almost,
yourself.
You know that fine print that none of us read about on anything? It comes with medication, too.
Yeah, I guess.
And if the nurses or doctors didn't tell you not to do it, chances are he probably would have just took home medicine.
Yeah, good point. Good point. And, and if you got still some propofol hanging around in there, be taking a nappy or
nap.
How
do you get that Michael Jackson nap?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's one way to get Jim to speak slower, Just got to give him a couple painkillers, a couple of, rhino drinks.
Give him some of that dirty drink.
Oh, welcome to the Jim Colbert Show.
So we hope he'll be able to join us tomorrow, but depending on how he feels, I would imagine, hopefully it is just a cold, because, Jack's been powering through for the last 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, and that's ridiculous.
Wheezy Jack, yeah.
Wheezy Jack. But here's the deal.
He likes it.
I don't know.
Like
the symptoms I hit were before Suds, Pops, and Pints.
Yeah, that was September 16th.
Oh, boy. So, yeah, it's been a while. But there's no way I'm taking a month off of work because I got to, wheeze.
Right.
You be wheezing, man.
It's the wheeze.
Yeah, you're the weasel. You're Pauly Shore. Oh, my God.
There he goes.
There it is.
There he goes.
You want to see something in the back of my trunk?
My guy was on.
Yeah, man.
Also, I want to thank the folks over at the Orlando Science Center. Stopped by the Florida Jobs Now job fair today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, got me a sweet new gig.
Job fair for the fair job.
I think Deb has a new job.
Yeah, I'm going to be a corrections officer.
Wow, I have questions.
No, but they are there. Orange County Corrections are there, but there's 70 plus employers. They're going to be there for another, 55 minutes or so. So if you are still looking for a job, it is free parking right there at the Orlando Science Center, 4th level. It was packed. A line, apparently, when they were there to open the doors. So that's really good news.
That's good.
Yeah, folks going out there to check it out, get a new gig, maybe stop by on their lunch break. Which, by the way, they did not schedule it that way, but it is pretty clever.
Yeah.
To have people, make it so
well, who told you they didn't schedule it that way?
Yeah,
Bruce.
We don't believe in coincidences.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, that goes on for another hour, right? Till 4?
Does, yeah, till 4 o'clock. If you want more information, you can go to fljobsnow.com. So again, fljobsnow.com, and that is going on until 4 o'clock this afternoon at the Orlando Science Center. But we're really getting excited. I know you sent the email just before we came on the air, so I haven't had a chance to check it out myself. But we've got something happening on Friday.
Oh, yeah. We finally, something we've been working on for a while, talking about for a lot longer than that.
We've been talking. Yeah. You've been working.
Well, I appreciate that. But, we've all been excited about this opportunity, and we're going to have an item available for sale starting on Friday, and we'll give you those details at 3 o'clock on Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And it's going to be a pre-sale opportunity that is 7 days and no more.
No more. Then it goes back in the vault.
Yeah.
So, definitely if it's something you think you might want, you're not going to want to sit on it.
And we can explain why. We'll do all that on Friday. But,
exactly.
Just so Friday, 3 o'clock. Tune in.
So we could say the early bird gets the worm.
Well, what we could
not
say is if you are a member of gym members on Facebook, there's a chance that you might get a little advance notice.
Really? Okay.
I'm just saying it's a good way to test the waters.
I am so confused. Oh, you're going to drop the link in gym members. Got it.
Nice.
Just wanted to spoon feed it even more. Get into our Facebook group.
Yeah, because it's absolutely free. All you have to do is answer.
Gym members.
Gym members is absolutely free. So that part is free. All you have to do is answer just a few questions about the show, and then you'd be able to have access to that link that much sooner than Friday.
Yeah.
And I really did mean it when I said the early bird is going to get the worm. This is definitely going to be something you're not going to want to sit on.
Yeah.
Not only is it going to disappear after 7 days, but, it always pays to be early, to be one of the first that puts in your order.
Because the first 500 get a prize.
There you go. I didn't want to be the one to say it, Jack.
Uh-huh.
I was just setting it up for you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And thanks to News Junkie, Sean, and C-Lane for their help, because this is a nerve-wracking task.
Man, it has been a process, right? How many weeks or days?
Anything with when you're creating something online, like an online store or something, and there's many accounts. Like Shopify is a example of one. I think the biggest one where you can sell things, but there's a lot of things to make sure that are set up correctly so it works when you want it to work. So
well, cool.
But anyway, I appreciate the help from News Junkie.
Thank you, News Junkie and C-Lane, who is still here working, and to you, Jack, as well.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. He's right behind you.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh, he
there
waved. That's how we know.
He must be
we
listening.
just check to see if he's listening.
Thumbs up if you're listening, C-Lane. You are the best, dude. You are the absolute best.
He's pre-Daddy-O.
Yeah, he is pre-Daddy-O. I'm getting nervous for him.
Do you think he is like Spock? Do you think C-Lane is Spock, or is he Captain Kirk?
I totally see him as Captain Kirk. He's got the swagger of Captain Kirk. He is not Spock.
He is totally Spock.
He is not Spock.
He's
Sean
Spock.
is Spock.
He's 100% Spock. Spock was the logical one who would figure everything out technically.
Oh,
and
okay, there
that,
you go.
That aspect of it, he is totally Spock.
But he's also got that Captain Kirk swagger.
Well, he's got a Captain Kirk look to him.
He doesn't have that,
Well,
like
who's
there's a
Captain
stick
Kirk?
up his butt.
Or are we saying Wasson would be Kirk?
Like a drunk one.
A drunk Kirk?
Which is why you would need the Spock to be able to get you through that wormhole safely and not be going, galactic circles.
Well, I don't.
I saw that star. We just went by that.
No C-Lane. I don't think our Spock here is passing up on any of that Romulan brandy.
Yeah, no. And get it all in now before that baby gets here, because then those days go back to just what, weekends, Jack?
Let me tell you about C-Lane's liver. This is from the.
Oh, he still has one?
Yeah, well, it was a character on Two Guys One Sports Show, and that was many years ago on Real Radio.
Fun fact about the liver, it can Wolverine out and regenerate. My favorite fact about our bodies is that our livers are like pretty dope. That inside of our body, our liver goes
Patrick from SpongeBob?
Yeah, like a damn starfish, dude.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's really weird.
It does sound really weird.
The fact that our liver just goes like, I'm back. It takes a while, and if you punish it, it doesn't really come back as easy.
Yeah,
but
probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. Listen, again, your 3 o'clock keyword is deposit. We coming up on this Wednesday, we've got the usual stuff. We've got Kristen Bierford coming in from the Care Foundation. I don't know if she's bringing a gator, a bearded dragon, or a monkey for Animal House today. So
what a time to be alive.
We'll have the animal cam up and running for that. That happens at 4 o'clock.
It's like LSD Noah.
That would be a good hang right there. And the 5 o'clock hour, we've got Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell joining us once again. We're going to have trivia, Ross Thoughts, your talkbacks, and more. Coming up, we're going to take a little break, but when we come back, we're going to get you woke. We're going to talk about how, with the Israel-Palestinian conflict right now, that's really been the focus, right? But it turns out that over 24 countries are claiming casualties in that conflict.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of people who were there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll give you just some of the countries that are trying to get their folks out, as well as Americans as well. Closer to home, there is a level 2 storm risk for portions of central Florida today, expected to get nasty as the day wears on overnight and into Thursday. And then what some San Francisco Bay Area brunches are doing after folks have too many mimosas. Ew. We'll talk about that and more coming up next during Woke News. So keep it right here on Real Radio 104.1 and the Jim Colbert Show. We'll be right back.
Sure, you could use it to work out.
Are you ready to work together to create a healthier life?
Or you could just say, Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traveling on I-4, watch out for bumper-to-bumper traffic between US 27 and after State Road 429. Authorities are clearing up an accident in Volusia County on I-4 westbound between I-95 and US 92. The left shoulder is blocked. Heading through the city, there's congestion between Ivanhoe Boulevard and Robinson Street, and you could expect your regular delays eastbound between Osceola Parkway and Central Florida Parkway. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Healthcare. HCA Florida Mount Dora Emergency, located near the intersection of U.S. Highway 441 and Eudora Road, is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
2023 right here. You still have plenty of time to fulfill that New Year's resolution to finally get your vision corrected with the leader in vision correction. Of course, that is the Filatowski Eye Institute. All you have to do is text 1041 to the number 868686. That way you can schedule your consultation today. Now, look, I trusted the Filatowski Eye Institute with my son and my father-in-law's vision, actually using this product and seeing how unbelievable it is. Dr. Filatowski knocked it straight out of the park. Crystal clear vision virtually overnight. Both of these guys have much different lives. You can do the same thing. And remember, they use the latest state-of-the-art technology. Their surgeons have completed over 65,000 LASIK procedures. What I'm telling you is you are in the best hands. Change your outlook forever. Simply text 1041 to 868686. Schedule your consultation with the Filatowski Eye Institute today.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer. TK Law. OneFirmForLife.com.
Now, you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
During Jeep Adventure Days, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Jeep brand vehicles. 10 or 15% below MSRP, depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Gladiator, Grand Cherokee Laredo, and Compass. Excludes Sport. 15% below excludes MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Renegade, Compass Latitude, Grand Cherokee L, excludes Laredo, and Grand Cherokee excludes 4xE and Laredo. Not compatible with lease offers except for Gladiator or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 10/31. Jeep is a registered trademark.
It's more than just a fence. It protects your future gardener.
Mom, look at my tomato.
Wow. Your future Olympian. And your future Best in Show. Get your free quote today for all the future brings at fenceoutlet.com.
What makes football better? Wing House Bar and Grill. Our famous wings, delicious burgers, ice cold beer, and the lovely ladies who serve you. Kick back, have a cold one, and catch a game. Wing House Bar and Grill. Good food, beautifully served. Proud sponsor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm a cigarette.
Do you like being a cigarette?
No, I don't. Not really into killing thousands of people. Sorry, no filter.
Right.
What's your sign?
Pisces?
I'm a Cancer. Cigarette joke. But seriously, I do cause cancer. And heart disease. And strokes. I could go on forever. Unlike the people who smoke me.
The average smoker lives 10 years less than non-smokers. Quit today. Find out how at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Plumbing Today.
For 60 years, our team of trusted, reliable plumbers has been here to help you with all your plumbing needs. Right now, unclogging any drain is $93 or it's free. That's $93 or free.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Plumbing Today.
The annoying runny nose, the constant sneezing, the itchiness, and battle just to catch your breath. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, or nagging sinus congestion, there's a natural, easy-to-use solution that can help provide fast, drug-free relief. It's called Navage, and it uses powered suction to rinse your nasal passages in seconds. Millions of people use Navage daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Navage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollen trapped in your nose. Navage also helps wash out airborne bacteria, dust, dirt, and viruses quickly and painlessly so you can get back to breathing clearly again. Say goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Identity theft shows no signs of slowing down. In fact, more than $29 billion were stolen last year alone. That's a criminal success story and a wake-up call for everyone else. It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock makes it easy to help protect yourself if you become a victim. A dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. Join now and save up to 25% your first year with my name, Clay, as your promo code at LifeLock.com, promo code Clay.
They are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
I'm Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
And I'm Charlie Webster. The podcast Surviving El Chapo, the twins who brought down a drug lord, returns for a second season and picks right back up with Pete and Jay Flores taking their first steps on U.S. soil after turning themselves in to the U.S. government. Season 2 follows the twins through their time in prison and testifying in court against El Chapo.
Surviving El Chapo.
Listen to Season 2
on iHeartRadio app or wherever you get podcasts.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
At work? Just pretend you're on a Zoom call with us. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Hey, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Hope you're having a great Wednesday afternoon. Thank you for spending part of it with us. You've got Deb, Jack, and Ross. Jim taking a day off, a little under the weather. Going to get some rest. Hopefully he'll be back with us tomorrow. But we've got the usual mayhem here in store for you, including your 3 o'clock keyword deposit. DEPOSIT to realradio.fm. Enter it there for your chance to win $1,000. You will know by 4 o'clock whether or not you have won. And Jack, we don't know the area code that these calls come from, right?
I used to.
I know.
I don't anymore. I just don't remember.
I think it just comes up as
I think
no caller ID.
I think no caller ID started during the pandemic because everyone working from home,
right,
including the people who would call you. So I think they were using their own, cell phones or work cell phones. So I think no caller ID is what I've heard is the most common thing to show up when they are calling you about the contest.
So if it doesn't say scam likely, but just take that risk. Just answer the phone. If you've entered the contest, you only have to wait an hour.
Like my wife does it all the time. She's like, I'm not. I cannot not answer the phone when it's ringing.
Yeah,
I don't.
God's watching.
Right?
Catholic. I get it. I understand, man. There's somebody else on the other line.
Oh, yeah.
And they deserve your respect, even though they're trying to rob you.
Yeah.
There you go. Turn the other cheek, right?
Today it was a clothing drive, and they wanted to pick something up, and I had to say no, and I wanted to say, okay, take me off the list. But
right, exactly.
Why didn't you?
Let's help you out, Jack.
I didn't want to ruin her day.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get woke.
And now, it's time for Woke News.
You're such a nice guy.
It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world.
On the Jim Colbert Show.
All right, as always, Woke News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. As I said before the break, at least 25 countries around the world are scrambling to track down and safely remove their citizens from Israel after war broke out between Israel and Hamas fighters over the weekend. Now, in addition to over 2,000 combined Israeli and Palestinian deaths and 22 Americans killed, the United Kingdom, Russia, Ukraine, Argentina, Thailand, Nepal, and France are all reporting casualties. Several more countries list people as missing or presumed taken hostage. Even for those who've managed to escape the worst violence, getting out of the country hasn't been easy. Over 40 airlines have canceled flights in and out of Israel since Saturday's surprise attack. In the meantime, Egypt is moving to stop a mass exodus from the Gaza Strip into its Sinai Peninsula. Israel has ordered what Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called a, quote, complete siege, end quote, of the Gaza Strip, cutting off supplies of food, water, fuel, and electricity to the densely packed Palestinian enclave of more than 2 million people. It's one of the most densely populated areas in the world there in the Gaza Strip. And I believe the United Nations has come out against them cutting off water because, of course, that's to civilians as well.
Sure.
The Rafah border crossing remains shut after Egyptian military planes conducted flights nearby overnight. That's according to security forces. Now, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Egypt are discussing a possible humanitarian corridor because, of course, Palestinian residents have nowhere to go. They have nowhere to escape to. So they're trying to open up that humanitarian corridor. Secretary of State Antony Blinken will travel to Israel this week to show U.S. support for the Jewish state. He's expected to arrive tomorrow to meet with senior Israeli officials to learn about the situation on the ground. In other news, House Republicans are nominating Majority Leader Steve Scalise to be the next speaker.
It rhymes.
The Louisiana lawmakers secured the nomination 113-99 in a closed-door Republican conference meeting today.
On second thought, it doesn't, but it's kind of close.
Defeating Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan. Now, Scalise will now take his candidacy to the House floor, where he'll need to win the support of the majority of the chamber in order to take control of the gavel. And a lot of people are saying the Jim Jordan supporters are not going to be, they're not willing to change sides. So this comes, of course, after Kevin McCarthy was ousted from the speaker's chair last week.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Republicans,
let it out, Jack.
You do you. You know, you do you. You want to, you have 8 Republicans who can totally just stop government and everything that goes with it.
Yeah.
You know, as we get closer to the end of another continuing resolution and a government shutdown, not to mention any other pressing matters like whether it's continued aid for Israel or Ukraine or any of the other regular business.
Exactly.
But, you know, you got to make a decision to move forward. And it's our way or no way is not how you govern. I don't know. It just...
Well, I'm just hoping they can get under the 15 votes that it was required for McCarthy to be able to get the speakership. That was a long and protracted fight.
Right.
So.
And truth of the matter is, it just takes, you know what, a handful of Democrats to say, let's move forward and give Scalise the vote.
This guy looks like you would cast him in like 1984 to tear down the rec center. you know, he's definitely got
the bad guy in an after-school special.
Yeah. He's got the body language of like, well, where else is the store going to go?
Well, closer to home, people in portions of Central Florida should prepare for bad weather later on today. The National Weather Service says there's a level 2 risk of severe storms for most of our area north of Melbourne starting later this afternoon. Forecasters are predicting wind gusts of up to 60 miles per hour, heavy rain and lightning. Minor flooding and tornadoes are also possible, and the potentially severe conditions are expected to linger into the overnight hours. It could even be a really messy commute on your way to work and school tomorrow morning.
Perfect time for a spooky film. Just saying.
Absolutely, Ross. I like what you're thinking.
In the morning?
No, tonight.
Tonight.
When we get home after work, a good spooky film with all the storms.
What? Yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, the National Hurricane Center in Miami is tracking the newest named storm of this very busy Atlantic hurricane season. Say hello to Tropical Storm Sean, which formed early this morning. As of the latest update, the system located about 780 miles west-southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands. It's moving to the west-northwest with top sustained winds of 40 miles per hour, but forecasters expect little change in strength over the next few days. Meanwhile, a tropical wave that's just emerged off the West African coast is being given a low chance of further development over the next week, which is great because we only have 3 names left.
Scram! Get on, get!
All right.
What'd they do? They went to the Greek alphabet after that,
They
right?
did, but they're not going to do that this time.
Oh,
Apparently,
no.
they have an alternate list of names. So if we get to the Z or we get to the last name on the list, they'll just start with a brand new A-letter name. No more Greek, because they found that people just that was hard to pronounce.
So they just went with the backup names, like a second child.
Yeah.
I think we should just start having less storms.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
All right. More than 24 books are no longer in Seminole County high school libraries. The district has removed 31 books following complaints of explicit content by nearby counties.
Well, you know what? I mean, at this point, I'm starting to not care because I'm pretty sure in a couple of years we're going to stop reading.
The Florida Department of Education released a list in August showing nearly 400 reading materials were removed from public schools during the last academic year. The Seminole County School District is still reviewing more literature, but as of last month was more than halfway done. Officials say they haven't received any challenges to their decision so far this year.
Or at least that's what I tell myself to hold back the rage of any book getting banned.
Yeah. And I've got a story later on for you that I even said to Jack, this is going to absolutely set Ross's pants on fire.
Oh, boy.
Yep, hold you back. Another school news, a Volusia County school will remain open after all. School board members decided against closing Reed Patillo Elementary in New Smyrna Beach during last night's meeting. Officials were considering shutting down the campus due to 7 safety concerns that would cost $20 million in renovations.
Ooh.
Interestingly enough, parents and teachers worked to keep the doors open after getting more than 1,400 people to sign a petition in support of the school. I'd be interested to know just what those 7 safety violations are.
Yeah.
The decision to close the property was ultimately removed from last night's decision.
It's kind of hard to... Like, exactly. What are the safety violations? Because, either it's a safety concern or not. And you could have 1,400 signatures, but that doesn't make it safe.
Exactly. So I was interested to read that, the level of support, and yet, 7 safety concerns that would cost $20 million to fix also makes you go, huh. All right, a former Jacksonville Jaguars player is facing murder charges in connection to his mother's death.
Wow.
Sergio Brown is in California police custody after re-entering the country from Mexico yesterday. Been following this story for a while after his mother, 73-year-old Myrtle Simmons Brown, was found dead in a creek behind her Illinois home last month. Her death was ruled a homicide, with Brown ultimately being named as the prime suspect. He'll be extradited back to Cook County, Illinois, to formally face his charges.
Bro, don't kill your mom.
Yeah, man. All right, the parents of Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie met face-to-face for the first time.
Well, I'm sure that was welcoming and warm.
Yeah, since the Long Island, New York woman's 2021 murder made national headlines. That encounter came in Venice, down in South Florida, Tuesday, as the Petitos' legal team deposed Brian Laundrie's father, Christopher. It's part of the Petitos' civil suit against the Laundries for intentional infliction of emotional distress based on their claim that they knew their son killed Gabby and did nothing except issue a statement saying they were hopeful she'd be found alive. Roberta Laundrie, the mother, of course, is being deposed next 5 months after the release of her burn after reading letter, in which she offered her son a shovel and garbage bags if he needed to dispose of a body.
Not a good look, Mom.
Nope. And it also proves that just because you write something on the envelope doesn't mean the kids are going to read it.
Dude, it's like the opposite of that Jacksonville Jaguar story.
Yeah.
This next item is for you, Jack. I'm looking out for your health.
Okay, what do you got?
Family Dollar. Do you ever buy health products from Family Dollar?
Well, yeah, kind of.
All right. Well, they're taking dozens of health products off the shelves across the Sunshine State. The company has issued...
this cold medicine I've been taking for a month?
Probably. The month should tell you how well it's working.
Well, now we know what's causing it.
The company has issued a voluntary recall for a list of over-the-counter drugs, medical devices, and other items in 23 states, including here in Florida. The FDA says the products were not stored in the right temperature and sold at certain stores between June 1st and October 4th. So far, the good news is Family Dollar says it hasn't received any reports of any illness, but it did order the recall out of an abundance of caution. So, Jack, throw away that really bad cough medicine.
Okay.
Forever walking the balance of you get what you pay for and
Yeah.
trying not to be taken advantage of.
Exactly. All right, I love what they're doing here in Seminole County. I think this is so cool. A new initiative in Seminole County could keep pets safe from abuse. The county commission yesterday approved plans to launch an animal abuse registry. It'll contain the names of those who've been convicted of animal abuse in the last 20 years, and it'll be updated every month. I believe they also do this in Brevard County. Rescue groups and adoption agencies can access the registry before letting someone own a pet. It should be available to the public in about a month.
So all of that information will be out in the public.
Yeah.
If you did some bad thing to a pet.
Absolutely. So rescue groups, like the Pet Alliance, all those folks can go and vet people before they let them adopt another cat or dog, only to find out that, they could potentially be abusing them.
That includes peanut butter tricks. What?
Don't look at me.
A little quick on that response there. In other animal news, some of Polk County's most popular residents are getting a health checkup. This is pretty cool. The city of Lakeland conducted its 43rd annual Swan Roundup yesterday at Lake Morton. Swans were gathered up in nets so they could be evaluated by doctors at My Pets Animal Hospital. The exam started at this morning at about 8 o'clock. Now, the original swans on Lake Morton date back to what year? Want to take a guess?
1945.
Ross?
55.
Ooh, closest, Ross. Date back to 1957 when they were donated to the city by Queen Elizabeth II.
Let's call it a tie. We split the bell.
We're just living in your world.
A city official calls the swans a community icon. All right, speaking of community icons, dig into your wallet because Walt Disney World is raising its prices, and set your watch to see how quick the others are going to follow suit.
Yeah.
As of today, the company says it has increased its annual theme park passes by as much as, $30 to $50. That's a roughly 10% increase. Parking fees will also go up to $30. $30.
So your car just sit there?
In the heat for $30.
Yeah, it's not even covered.
I know.
Yeah, looking at you, Universal. Thank you for the parking garage.
Disney says it will not change the cost of its general park admission, which already varies by time of year. This change comes about a month after the company released its $60 billion investment plan for its park and cruise line over the next decade. Also, park hopping, I guess, is coming back in January, where you'll no longer have to wait till the afternoon to be able to visit all of the other parks when you buy a one-day pass.
I'll be honest with you. Last time I went to Epcot, which was a couple of weeks ago, I had a lot of fun. I ripped some food and wine.
Yeah.
I got drunk. I got day drunk.
Oh, good.
I don't even know what I ate, though. It was just a little out of my realm of I don't know what I'm eating, but it
tastes good.
I went to Germany and I got a Schnockenlocken or whatever. I don't know, dude. Day drinking is a different experience.
Yeah, because then you think you're eating Schnockenlocken.
Yeah.
Schnockenlocken is a great Oktoberfest delicacy.
You know what I'm talking about?
The
Did I nail it?
Schnockenlocken.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Yeah, I did not.
No, do not believe him, man.
It's like a pasta thing.
The pasta Schnockenlocken.
All right, Jack, a historic Powerball jackpot up for grabs tonight.
I don't have my ticket yet.
Oh, set your alarm. Tell Siri to remind you, because at an estimated $1.73 billion, believe it or not, it's the second largest jackpot in U.S. history. The prize has been growing since about July 19th, when a ticket sold in California won a jackpot worth of just over $1 billion.
I think the people who work the lottery, the counter at places that sell lottery tickets, are over it.
Oh, I'm sure they're
Because the
way
past two
over
times
it.
I want to get a quick pick, but I want it for the next couple of drawings. So it's good, so I don't have to keep coming back. And I say, I want a quick pick. They print it up, and then they just look at you. I'm like, I'll just take that. I'll come back. Whatever. So now I got to go back.
Now you got to go back.
Oh, they just
but it's
stare at
worth it because tonight's jackpot has an estimated cash value of $756.6
That's all.
million. That's the haul, yeah.
That's a lot of chicken nuggets.
The drawing will take place just before 11 p.m. Eastern. You going to get a ticket, Ross?
No.
Yeah.
I'll buy a scratch off for my wife every now and then, but I already have plenty of money locked into sports gambling. So.
Solid plan, my friend. Solid plan.
Yeah.
And then finally, some San Francisco restaurants that offer bottomless brunches are imposing a new rule for customers who really want to get their drink on. Think like the Uber cleaning fee. The restaurants are now charging a cleanup fee when a patron vomits after drinking too many mimosas.
Nice.
Didn't know that was a problem. One restaurant in Oakland will charge customers who overindulge and don't make it to the restroom in time a $50 cleaning fee. Another restaurant is posting a sign that says, quote, "Dear all mimosa lovers, please drink responsibly and know your limits," end quote. Rideshare companies, like I said, Uber and Lyft, have been charging similar cleanup fees that range anywhere from $25 to $150.
Dude, what are they putting in their mimosas? What is up with your clientele?
Right, exactly.
For this to happen so many times that they had to make like a sign and a rule and a new regulation.
And a cleanup fee. It's like you'd think that...
That's what you when you make these sweeter drinks that, don't have that bite,
right.
They go down easy, and a lot of them go down easy. Too many of them go down easy, and then they come back.
And now you all are officially woke. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more. So keep it here on the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Real Radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Today is a Fox 35 Storm Alert Day. We are monitoring the potential for some strong to severe storms to arrive this afternoon and continue overnight into early Thursday morning. Main weather threats: heavy rain, frequent lightning, the potential for damaging wind gusts, and even an isolated tornado or two. Remember to depend on and trust the Fox 35 Storm Team.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Healthcare. HCA Florida Mount Dora Emergency, located near the intersection of U.S. Highway 441 and Eudora Road, is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
Man, here we go with RebathMidFLA.com. That is where you get the bathroom of your dreams. And if you do have one of those bathrooms in your home, and it doesn't matter which one, it could be the master bath, it could be the guest bath. But if it's that guest bathroom, you know what happens, man. It makes it so embarrassing to have friends or family over for special events. I know everybody's graduating right now, but in the fall, Thanksgiving will be here, and all those events, you got to go to your brothers, maybe your moms, because your bathroom is so embarrassing. You just don't want to have anybody over, but that can change. Rebath of Mid-Florida can do that for you, man, and they can do it for you with incredible products. Natural stone like travertine and marble, all those beautiful colors, that's available. All those trendy things you see on television and in the magazines, they can do it. Daryl Payne just showed me the 2 bathrooms he got from Rebath. Amazing stuff. They control the entire job. They're employees. They do it in 4 to 6 days, and they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And the products you can even see beforehand. Just visit the showroom, 436 up in Altamont. They're right across from Kobe. Very easy to find. You can take their design team, your ideas, their products, and next thing you know, you have a beautiful bathroom. When they install it, you're all set. This happens every day with these guys. Log on today. Look at the before and afters, and then book your appointment. Your new bathroom is right there in Altamont at RebathMidFLA.com.
Everyone deserves to feel safe and protected at home. But for children, home fires pose an increased risk of death or injury. Sadly, at least one child dies each day in a house fire. As a global leader in fire safety, KIDA believes this issue is cause for alarm. Learn how you can help protect your family and get involved at causeforalarm.org. That's causeforalarm.org. And together, we can inspire fire safety knowledge that lasts a lifetime.
Support Pink at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. For breast cancer awareness, we're donating $25 for every new Nissan sold this month. Plus, buy today and pay 6 months later. And 0% APR financing is here for a limited time. At Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
Selling your car doesn't have to be difficult. This is easy. Do you want the most money for your vehicle? Of course you do. And a hassle-free process? That's GiveMeTheVin.com. Give Me the VIN will beat your written CarMax offer or write you a check for $100. It's that simple. Give Me the VIN is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and thousands of online reviews. Get an instant cash offer and the most money for your used car right now at GiveMeTheVin.com. America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Ow. Okay, it's all right. Let's just start over. And one, and oh.
Ballroom dancing is a lot like saving for retirement.
Okay, class. Switch up partners.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's way easier with someone who knows the right moves. With Fairwinds Credit Union as your dance partner, you can glide into financial freedom by saving more and planning for your future. Visit fairwinds.org/together and become a member today. Fairwinds. Financial freedom happens here. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, Florida. This is Pete from Repipe Specialists, Florida's #1 repipe expert. And I'm here with some important news. If pipes in your home are polybutylene, they're no longer an approved home water piping system. These inferior pipes create incredible damage, causing homeowner insurance policies to be canceled, leaving you with no other option but to repipe your home completely. And this extends to new policies as well. Floridians, if your pipes are polybutylene, call us today at 844-REPIPE-5 to schedule your free in-home estimate. That's 844-REPIPE-5. With over 60,000 complete home repipes and thousands of 5-star reviews, we'll expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. And our work is guaranteed for life. Plus, call 844-REPIPE-5 now, and for a limited time, you can save 20% and get 0 interest financing for 12 months on approved credit. If you live in Orlando, Tampa, or the surrounding area, you'll want to call us, Repipe Specialists, at 844-REPIPE-5, or go to repipe.com now.
Hi, my name's Charles. On my way to work, I was struck by a tractor trailer. I called attorney Glenn Klausman for help. He got me to really good doctors. I don't think it's right to be bragging on a billboard or TV about getting millions of dollars for getting hurt. However, I will say Glenn Klausman got me a great settlement quicker than I thought possible. I'm very happy with the results, and that's why I'm doing this. Call Glenn Klausman at 407-917-1718. His website is klausmanlaw.com. Car crash, call Klausman.
Office, Winter Park.
Identity theft shows no signs of slowing down. In fact, more than $29 billion were stolen last year alone. That's a criminal success story and a wake-up call for everyone else. It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock makes it easy to help protect yourself if you become a victim. A dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. Join now and save up to 25% your first year with my name, Clay, as your promo code at LifeLock.com, promo code Clay.
Once you get the meat and cheese for your sub freshly sliced right in front of you at Jersey Mike's, I'll tell you, there's no going back to anything else. That'd be like going back to dial-up internet. Ugh. Am I connecting to space to order Jersey Mike's? Any day now. Okay, it's about to connect. What? Who picked up the phone? Nope. There's no going back once you see it freshly sliced at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
O'Reilly. It's Superstart Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get up to a $25 gift card after rebate with the purchase of select Superstart batteries. Our professional parts people will test your old battery for free and recommend the right battery for your vehicle. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Superstart batteries only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
That we have a face for radio. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Hey, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Happy Hump Day. Hope you're having a great middle of the week. Thank you for spending part of it with us. We hope Jim's going to be back with us tomorrow. We had a His colonoscopy went smooth, but he is dealing with a cold, so just taking a day to rest. Hopefully we'll have him back tomorrow. You've got Deb, you've got Jack.
You
got Ross.
It's all true.
And coming up at 4 o'clock, we're going to talk to Kristen Bierford from the CARE Foundation. They've got a cool event coming up in the next couple of weeks that they want to invite you to. She'll be bringing in a critter. Then later on at 5 o'clock, we've got Scott Maxwell that we're going to talk to. And then we've got, your talkbacks. I'd like to hear some talkbacks if you guys would like. That'd be kind of cool.
How do they send a talkback?
I don't know, Jack. I think what they need to do is download the free iHeartRadio app.
Right.
Look for Real Radio 104.1.
You know what they should do when they find it?
What?
Click the follow button.
Oh, brilliant idea.
That way we come up in your favorites.
Brilliant idea. Then
Yeah.
you just look for that little red microphone, tap that bad boy, and you've got up to 30 seconds to record your best material. Less is always better.
Do you know after you record it, you can actually listen back?
Oh, that's right.
Because sometimes people don't think they might be driving when they're there, or maybe they're the passenger in the car. Let's hope for the best. Let's paint the best picture here.
Yeah.
They're the passenger in the car, but the window might be down.
Right.
Boy, that creates a lot of background noise.
It really does.
And sometimes we get a really good talk back, but the quality is not quite good enough. And sometimes we kind of stretch it, and I'll put it on the air, and I always regret
it. So give it a listen before you send it off to us. But, yeah, we'd love to hear that. You can also call us at 407-916-1041 and text us at 77031. Just a few minutes left to enter your 3 o'clock keyword deposit, but we've got another freshie coming up at the top of the hour. A couple of notes out of Hollywood. Did you guys know that Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith have been separated since 2016?
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you? Yeah, I just read it today. Yeah, Pinkett revealed in a clip from an upcoming interview, primetime interview for NBC, that they previously just weren't ready to go public with the split. Said they're still trying to figure out, how to exist in a partnership.
Yeah. Okay, so that seems to coincide with all the rumors of their open relationship. So,
well, I'd heard of that stuff for years, though.
Prior to the split?
Oh, yeah.
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 Because we're talking that 7 years ago, Deb. That's a long time.
That is a long time.
Yeah. So,
does it put the Oscar slap into context?
It's not 4. When you say 2016 to me, I'm like, 4 years ago? Got it. Moving on.
I know. I know.
You know what? Yeah.
Because I think we just round up. Maybe we just don't like.
I was watching something I'm like, when was this made? 2018. I'm like, oh, that was just a couple. I'm like, 5 years ago.
I know. Here's another blast from the past. Jerry Seinfeld is hinting that there might be a new ending to his iconic TV show.
What, he get pressured into it?
I don't know, but he told the crowd at the Wang Theater
keep going, Deb.
in Boston's Box Center this weekend that there might be a reimagining of the finale. Of course, really poorly received. When was that, Jack?
Ooh.
Yeah, you want to, yeah.
Wow.
When it originally aired.
I'm going to go 2008?
Ross?
2005.
1998.
What, the finale?
The finale of Seinfeld.
Oh, my
God. You almost cursed.
I almost cursed is right.
Don't do that.
Life is happening way too fast.
Seriously.
The Seinfeld finale was
1998.
Oh, it makes so much sense. Yes.
And the 69-year-old Jerry Seinfeld said, quote, something is going to happen that has to do with that ending. It hasn't happened yet.
So
end
they all
quote.
went to jail for indifference to something happening, like a crime. They witnessed something but didn't do anything, and they went to jail for it.
And it was like where? Somewhere in like a small town in Maine or something like that?
Yeah.
Well, he added that he and the series co-creator Larry David have also been thinking about a different ending. So, yeah, I guess 25 years later, not a bad idea.
Sure. I'd watch it. I'd watch it.
Oh, absolutely. I would too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I was one of those people. It just seemed like of all the buildup of just the series for it to end like that with the four of them sitting in a jail cell.
You know what?
Or 5 rather.
I didn't hate it.
It was all right.
People got really upset. It didn't bother me that much. I mean, I enjoyed the series. It was that whole Thursday night must-see TV.
That was the bomb.
I was watching it.
Yeah.
it would be Friends at 8, then it would be that middle show, and then it would be Seinfeld after that. My headphones are going out.
Yeah. So did mine.
Right?
Yeah, that was weird. You didn't just shut off your own microphone?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I think your mic just went dead. Look at that.
Yeah, something happened because
Yeah.
I thought you hit the button.
Yeah, no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Thursday night is listening.
Oh, maybe.
I'll show you Thursday night.
Maybe we should all go home.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to have to go to HR. Jack, you're HR.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, you there's a phone number for that.
That's what I have.
there's a barcode.
That's what I have you saved under in my phone.
Well, real quick, speaking of NBC.
Speaking of which, I got to log Jim's sick day off.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Speaking of NBC, Saturday Night Live returns this weekend. Comedian Pete Davidson is going to host. I don't know if you, I know. The former SNL cast member, though, told Jimmy Fallon that it's a big deal because he also admitted that when he got the gig years ago, his mother still wanted him to take the test to become a New York City sanitation worker, you know, just in case.
Yeah.
You know, this gig kind of doesn't work out.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't either, but the Staten Island native added his mom said it's a pretty cool job, and it would be, you know, good for him because he could hang off the side of the truck.
So, all right, going back real fast to the Jada Will Smith, and the texting service is onto something. Now really go back to the Chris Rock slap.
That's what I'm saying.
And it gets even crazier.
Weirder.
It's more weird, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It's like, did he do that because he was trying to win her back and they were in this long process of trying to find their, I mean, it just was so out of character.
Or maybe that's it because since they were acting as a couple publicly, right? So that
Exactly.
was an act.
Right.
So he was deciding, okay, I need to act offended, and so how will I respond? And he was caught overacting.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah.
Ironically, later winning the Oscar for Best Actor.
Yeah, for
that
what
same night.
Irony.
For what movie? King Richard.
Yeah.
AKA King Dick.
Yeah.
And then what does he do to Chris Rock? He acts like it's all full circle, man.
It is all full circle.
He was just method acting.
Because wait a second, when was that slap? What year was that? 2021?
I don't know. You're going to tell me it was 15 years ago.
No, but I'm just thinking like
the way this is going.
If they separated in 2016, it wasn't like this was a fresh breakup. I mean, they had years under their belt of faking acting like a couple. Why that moment?
Because, well, the rumors of the whole open marriage and open were swirling even more, and so there were things being said about it.
Right.
So
I don't know. But real quick, Davidson's going to be joined by musical guest Ice Spice. Love her. Bad Bunny will pull double duty on October 21st when he's going to both host the show and be the musical guest.
But props to them. If that's their pursuit of happiness, so be it.
You know, yeah.
You know, if that's what it took for them to find their Independence Day, right, Deb? There's no problem. If this is their emancipation, I think I said that word right. I never saw the movie.
Yeah,
I just
keep going. You're good. I'm waiting for you to get Ali in there.
Come on, Ross.
Hey, listen, all she wants to do is go around and chase some shark tail. And she will have no problem finding Men in Black.
Yeah. Or a Fresh Prince.
Oh.
So then 9 months later, she will be quite familiar with 7 pounds all over again.
He's just going to keep going, isn't he?
No Ali, though.
Absolutely. Because, like, she's got to keep going. She might have another Karate Kid.
And on that note, we'll let you know that not only do we have a fresh keyword for you coming up at 4 o'clock, we're also going to do Animal House. So keep it right here. We'll be right back on Real Radio 104.1.
I am legend.
To win $1,000 and a little.
Holiday magic.
It's just minutes away and brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Looking at a slow ride on I-4 right now as you travel east and westbound between US 2070 and the 429 and between Osceola Parkway and Central Florida Parkway. Looking at a crash causing stop-and-go delays on OBT at Weatherby Road. No problems for those taking the Beach Line or the Greenway this afternoon. If you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Pfizer.
Warning,
If you are 60 or older, RSV can be a dangerous respiratory virus.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. This message is brought to you by Pfizer.
Wawa has pizza. You know how I know this? I read it on my daughter's shirt as she left for work today at Wawa. Yep, they have pizza. Matter of fact, it's starting at 4 p.m. at most Wawa locations. It's 3 minutes from now. Hey, check this out. By the time you get there, it's going to be after 4, and you can order yourself a Wawa pizza. You walk right up to the kiosk, punch in your order, get a plain cheese pie. You can get pepperoni, sausage, veggie, mushroom. They have many different toppings available. They bake these pizza with their freshly made dough. Delicious pizza sauce made in dedicated pizza ovens that have been added to most Wawa locations. But you don't have to wait to order to go to the store. You can order ahead on the Wawa app. That's what I do. You bring up the Wawa app, make your order, you go down there, and then you pick it up. It is so easy, and it is so good. Get yourself some Wawa pizza, available in just 2 minutes at most Wawa locations. Check it out.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Fence Outlet has the largest assortment of vinyl, wood, aluminum, chain link, and steel fences in Florida. That means we have the styles you want at the guaranteed lowest price. Right now, put no money down and get 0% financing on any fence. Go to fenceoutlet.com today. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Just call Mo. Just call Mo. Just call Mo. Just call Mo. Injured on the go. Just call Mo.
Mo DeWitt, Office, Orlando. Sung by non-attorney spokesperson.
Fall is here, and I'm running out of year. So I'm throwing a Cartoberfest. It's the biggest car party in the world, and the most fun way to buy a nice new car. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm gonna liven up my sales, so I'm giving you $7,775 over appraised value for your old ride. Come to my car garden and pick out any nicer, newer car you want, and get $7,775 over appraised value based on the car you choose. Get a new Mitsubishi Mirage, greenest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon for $14,900. Or look at the new Outlander, the safest, most affordable 7-passenger SUV for only $26,900. And all RC Hill Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Past credit problems are the worst, but don't feel like a wiener. I'm going to help you get approved and even lower your current car payment. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles to choose from, so don't be tardy to this car party. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. Dealer retains all incentives. Vehicle purchase price affects discount.
This is Ernie Johnson Jr. Sports is about overcoming obstacles, and college coaches work hard to help young men overcome Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's called Coach to Cure MD, and you can help. Text the word CURE to 501-501 to donate $25 on your next mobile phone bill, or go online to coachtocuremd.org. Text the word CURE to 501-501. Help coaches cure MD.
Sponsored by the American Football Coaches Association. Texting and data rates may apply.
If you're celebrating a milestone anniversary this year, or just starting the process of picking out that engagement ring, welcome to International Diamond Center. At IDC, we're one of a few jewelers around the world with direct access to exquisite diamonds from Namibia. These are the highest quality, most brilliant diamonds on the planet. And with IDC's connections with the cutters, you can be assured of the ultimate in value with no middleman markups. And just as important as the brilliance of our diamond is the source itself. An IDC diamond comes only from specific mines that follow strict international laws and environmental standards. Not only do we guarantee conflict-free diamonds, we are proud that when you purchase an IDC diamond, you are helping provide dignified employment, much-needed education, and necessary health care to African families. So come and shop with confidence at IDC. Confidence in the quality, the value, and the integrity of our diamonds. International Diamond Center. Transparency, honesty, responsibility. Learn more at shopidc.com or visit our showroom today. 4 Orlando locations.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The podcast McCartney, A Life in Lyrics is a masterclass, a memoir, and an improvised journey with the Beatles' Paul McCartney, one of the most beloved figures in popular music. Each episode focuses on a single song, examining the people, experiences, and art that inspired McCartney's legendary songwriting.
I wanted to become a person who wrote songs and someone whose life was in music.
Listen to McCartney, A Life in Lyrics on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You have allergies and you need relief, but you're tired of taking over-the-counter meds. Maybe you've thought, I don't have time to deal with it, and is there really a better solution out there? We've got you covered. And trust me when I say it's easier than you think. The most common thing we hear, I wish I would have come sooner. Set an appointment today with Aspire Allergy and Sinus and say goodbye to allergies. For good, go to AspireAllergy.com to book your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Call today, cool today. Visit cooltoday.com.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. GRAND. GRAND. That's grand. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Hey, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Hope you're having a wonderful middle of the week. Thank you for spending part of it with us. We hope to have Jim back tomorrow. He's a little under the weather. Had a good colonoscopy, but he's dealing with a cold. So hopefully he'll be back on Thursday. But you've got Deb, Jack, and Ross. And every Wednesday about this time, we do a little thing called Animal House.
She likes them fuzzy, furry, feathery, tough, and scaly. It's time for Animal House with Deborah Roberts.
And Animal House is generously brought to you by Glenn Klausman of Klausman Law. We'll tell you how to get in touch with Glenn at the end of Animal House. But now please join me in welcoming Kristen Bierford from the Care Foundation. Yay!
Yeah, that's a baby gator. Clap, Deb.
I can't.
Why not, Deb?
You definitely want to definitely be watching us on our YouTube channel right now because Kristen has brought in a few of her favorite animals. I am holding Fergie, right?
That is Fergie.
Fergie, the beautiful ball python.
Yep.
That snake has got a better voice than the real Fergie. I'd rather hear hissing than London Bridge go down again.
And then who are you holding?
I have got Gilly Gator over here, and then Spike, a little bearded dragon.
Yeah, Spike is hanging out by the. Oh, he's actually.
Oh, look, he's on the.
He's trying to eat the red light.
Oh,
He's
boy.
trying to eat the mic light.
I'll turn it off.
I wish we had animal cam over here.
now he's going for the yellow light.
He's going crazy over there.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. So how did you come into actually rescuing these three animals? Because they're all rescues, right?
Yeah. They're all kind of different. Like we have about 200 animals at our facility, and we like to say we don't discriminate because we take in just about everything.
You do.
So yeah, we even have venomous snakes and things like that. So
what are the things that you wouldn't take now that I'm curious, like a Komodo dragon?
Oh, if I could have one of those, I'd take it.
So what is something though that you're like, guys, we can't do a rhino?
Yeah, we can't take anything like that, or hippos, or even giraffes. Everybody for a while was saying, oh, you need a giraffe. No, we don't. We got enough already.
Yeah, exactly. 200 animals. That's a lot of animals to take care of.
These are the small reptiles. I've got much bigger gators. I've got a Nile crocodile. I've got some huge snakes and all kinds of craziness. But a lot of them are ex-pets that shouldn't have been.
Really? So what was the case with Fergie here? This beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a reptile fan and you're watching us on YouTube, she has some absolute beautiful markings.
Yeah, she's a very expensive snake. I don't know how much she's worth, but I've seen them at the snake shows and markings like that and everything. she's expensive. Somebody bought it for his kids, and then the parents got divorced, and he never taught the kids how to properly take care of the reptiles.
Or maybe the snake is also like love haunted. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I get that snake a year later, I go through a divorce. I think it might be on the snake.
It might be on the snake. Might be her fault.
She's too sweet.
Yeah, and the wife was just, she didn't want to feed it. She didn't want to feed it and take care of it, and the kids weren't old enough to take care of it properly. So, yeah, so Fergie and the other reptiles, we had a few lizards come in at the same time.
And you said Fergie was really underweight, and you had
She's
to
been
bring her back to
bulking.
health.
Yep,
Yeah,
she's doing good.
How long have you had her?
Probably about 8 months, 9 months now. Another one came in with it and didn't make it.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, no matter what we did. So just because it's a reptile, people think that it doesn't have to eat all the time, which is true, but you still have to feed them.
Right.
You still have to give them water. You still have to take care of them and clean them. Their cages were so dirty when they came in. I mean, we're lucky she didn't have upper respiratory and that kind of stuff.
You know, that's part of the reason why. Oh, sorry, Ross. That's part of the reason why I've never indulged in the reptile, because their care is rather specialized. You really kind of have to know what you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you have to be willing to care and go the extra steps
Correct.
if you want a healthy pet. What
Correct.
were you saying, Ross?
No, I was just we've learned here on the Jim Colbert Show that you have to you have to feed reptiles. It's not like they don't eat. Jim is cold-blooded and he eats all the time. he's a
I don't know if you've noticed, Jack, but Spike, the bearded dragon, is a little angry that you've walked off and not.
Yeah,
do you notice
he's checking you out.
He's staring at Jack like, "Yo, dude, where's the guy with the camera again?"
So attitude-wise, what is the biggest difference between a baby gator and a full-grown gator? Because that one seems pretty chill. Usually adult gators, for the most part, are pretty chill. They're usually just, sunbaking.
Yeah.
But, like a human teenager is always on their phone. What would a human gator version of that, or a teenage gator version of that, what would that be?
Yeah, they go out and they set up their own territories and everything when they start to getting that age. They'll
All
go
right.
out. Yeah, it's bull gator season is when they typically go out and set up new areas and areas to live in, and the only thing they want in their typical areas is little girl gators.
All right.
So, yeah. So
That's what's up.
bull gators season is always fun season. But yeah, this little guy, Gilly, he's been with me. He was actually specially chosen for me with a crew at Gatorland. So they're
Really?
they're friends of ours, and they said they went through several gators handling them and all, and they chose him. He was a little nippy when he came in, but not as bad as the others apparently. But yeah, he's been with me since he was a year old. He's 3 years old.
Yo, what? Is that a
That's
dwarf
typical.
gator?
No, that's typical. Pete, we get that question all the time. Alligators grow about a foot a year until they hit about 6 years old, and then they can slow down. Then they're not typical prey for everything out there in the wild. So this animal is typical for a 3-year-old gator.
So it's like a 6-year puberty.
Yeah, you might say that.
All right.
Yeah.
I made it sound weird, but
Yeah, you did a little bit.
Yeah,
but
definitely
we'll
a little
roll with
bit,
that.
yeah.
Well, what's fascinating with him is that Gilly is not taped up.
No, he's not. No. And he goes everywhere with me. He's like a therapy gator. I do school and library shows. With almost 2 million gators in Florida, you got to educate the kids. You do.
That's
the
a good
adults
point.
too, but I
Yeah.
mean, especially the kids that are just wandering around their backyard and might run into a gator of any size. So Gilly's been with me. In the wintertime, he usually comes in the house, hangs out with other animals. He doesn't know what he is. I'm not about to tell him. So, and I've got another gator like him too that walks on a leash and a harness, comes when I call him. That's been with me doing shows for a very long time.
Man,
so.
Savannah from the Monsters
yeah,
in
yeah.
Gatorland, she would love you.
Yeah, she would.
And then what about Spike's story, the bearded dragon? How'd you come with Spike?
Spike is another work in progress. He had metabolic bone disease. Somebody rescued him from somebody, basically took him from somebody who wasn't caring for him. And she was trying to rehab him, but she was in the middle of moving. She had a child. She was very pregnant. She had several animals of her own. And so, yeah, I went and picked up Spike. And what did I pick up that time? I picked up like 6 or 7 reptiles that she rescued that she didn't have time to continue on. So, yeah, when I got Spike, she couldn't walk. I think it's a girl. She couldn't walk or anything. Her bones from the metabolic bone disease not being fed properly as a baby, she couldn't get around. Now she flies around her enclosure. When I throw crickets in there, she is all about that. She is everywhere.
Well, we've seen her all about the mic
Yeah,
light. I mean,
she
been
crawled right over
although
there.
I think she's got a little bit of a crush on Jack.
I know, she's
just
watching.
She's just kind of staring at him.
How you doing?
Well, Kristen, I know with 200 plus animals at the Care Foundation, that takes a lot of money because that's a lot of food, a lot of upkeep, a lot of fencing. So you've got a really cool event coming up that folks can come and see. Fergie and Spike and Gilly and all the other animals.
Out there. Yeah, it's a family fun event. It's like a day out in the country with all the animals. It's the first weekend of November. We tried to keep it an easy date that everybody could remember. It's the 4th and 5th. And we're going to have food trucks out there. Fish and Game is bringing at least 1, possibly 2 displays. We'll have some vendors out there. And it's just a real fun environment to walk around, see all the animals. All our volunteers will be there to explain why the animals are there, different characteristics about them and everything. And then we will have a group, like this group will probably be out doing hands-on and doing pictures and just kind of hanging out. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's a fundraiser for us. It does help us. There's three main animals that are expensive at our place to keep. And you would automatically think, it's the bigger cats and all. It's the reptiles, because what we feed them, we don't feed live. We bring in frozen thawed. We thaw them out in hot water. So reptiles are very expensive to feed. The birds, because we get the best bird food. We get some birds in bad conditions, and within 3 weeks on our diet, they're like new birds. The monkeys. You've
talked about monkey biscuits before and how expensive monkey biscuits are.
Yeah, and we're up to 11 monkeys, and then about 6 lemurs, ringtail lemurs, 4 or 5 kinkajous, that are all eating that primate diet.
Well, that's really good, though, because for families coming out that day, they're going to have an opportunity to see some really exotic and different animals.
Very cool animals, very endangered animals.
And some really cool hands-on stuff. Oh, sorry, Fergie. So where do folks go to get their tickets and get more information?
Well, you just show up that day.
Okay.
The information is on all our social media. It's the Care Foundation Florida for Facebook and Instagram.
The Care Foundation Florida.
Yep, Care Foundation Florida. And we have flyers up and everything, and you just show up that day. It's $10 for adults, $5 for kids. First responders are all free, though.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we want to make sure they're taken care of and they can bring their families and everything. So, it's just a family fun environment, and it's so helpful to us.
Well, good. We hope and we encourage everyone to go out with a family or just a date night. If you you or your significant other is an animal lover, this would be a really fun event. I'll be posting Animal House later on, so we'll make sure that folks can get the information there.
Great.
Thank you, Kristen.
Oh, thank you very much.
Fergie. Thank you, Spike. Thank you, Gilly.
Yeah.
Yay. Yeah. I still can't clap because I'm still wrapped up in a ball python.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Enjoying
Kristen.
the heat.
Yeah, exactly. Warm hands.
Yep.
Thank you again for coming in. We really do appreciate it. And, as always, Animal House is brought to you by Glenn Klausman of Klausman Law. So if you've been in any kind of an accident, it doesn't matter. Here's just a couple of reasons why you need to call Glenn. One, he never passes you off to a caseworker. Glenn is going to personally handle your case, so much so that he's going to give you his cell phone number, and then he picks it up when you call. Just a couple of reasons why year after year he has voted super lawyer and legal elite. He's also an animal lover and a true friend of the show. So again, if you've been in an accident, give him a call at 407-917-1718 or check him out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com. Once again, thanks a lot, Kristen and the animals. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more on The Jim Colbert Show, so keep it on Real Radio 104.1.
Check out our new Threads at Real Radio 104.1 on Threads. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Looking at a slow ride on I-4 right now as you travel east and westbound between US 2070 and the 429 and between Osceola Parkway and Central Florida Parkway. Looking at a crash causing stop-and-go delays on OBT at Weatherby Road. No problems for those taking the Beach Line or the Greenway this afternoon. If you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Pfizer. Seems like COVID's everywhere again, but there's good news from Pfizer. This season's updated COVID-19 shots are now available for ages 6 months and up, and they're designed to better protect against recent variants. Ask your pharmacist or doctor and schedule at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Stella Artois wants to know, who would you have dinner with? Join the Stella team at the Porch on South Orange Avenue this Friday, October 13th from 6 until 8 for an opportunity to let them know who you would have dinner with, past, present, or future, and why. Then start your dinner with a complimentary Stella Artois and chalice. Just snap the QR code for details on your chance to win dinner on Stella from one of 10 participating restaurants. Let's do dinner, and as always, let's start with a Stella.
This Earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassie's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Now, you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
Once you get your hot stuff freshly grilled right in front of you at Jersey Mike's, I'll tell you, there's no going back to anything else. That'd be like going back to calling your friend on their home phone.
Hello, McDougal residence.
Hi, can Jerry come to Jersey Mike's?
Jerry! May I ask who's calling?
It's Danny.
It's Donnie! Pick up the phone! Yoo-hoo!
You know what? I'll call him when the cell phone gets invented. Nope. There's no going back once you get it freshly grilled. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine, and our team is a triple threat to big insurance companies. Don't settle with the insurance companies for a fraction of what your case is worth. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Get your free case review right now. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Enough Orlando. Riding season is here. Orlando Harley-Davidson has an action-packed events calendar and the largest new and pre-owned inventory in the state of Florida. From the highly sought-after ST lineup to the 2023 CVOs. Orlando Harley-Davidson has a huge selection of both new and used motorcycles. Make Orlando Harley-Davidson part of your Biketoberfest plans and join the fun at Hogtoberfest. Hogtoberfest coming October 19th through 22nd at Orlando Harley-Davidson. Visit OrlandoHarley.com for the full list of motorcycle inventory and event details.
The annoying runny nose, the constant sneezing, the itchiness, and battle just to catch your breath. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, or nagging sinus congestion, there's a natural, easy-to-use solution that can help provide fast, drug-free relief. It's called Navage, and it uses powered suction to rinse your nasal passages in seconds. Millions of people use Navage daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Navage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollen trapped in your nose. Navage also helps wash out airborne bacteria, dust, dirt, and viruses quickly and painlessly so you can get back to breathing clearly again. Say goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Bring smiles to all when shopping online with Dell Technologies Gift Guide. Whether it's for the artist, the entrepreneur, the student, or the streamer, you'll find the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Dell.com/gift guide makes gifting easy with a carefully curated selection of our best tech. Shop now to explore our innovative PCs like the XPS 13 laptop, powered by the latest Intel Core processors, plus this season's top accessories. Visit Dell.com/gift guide today to get a jump on your holiday gift list. That's Dell.com/gift guide.
Here's how to avoid a top mistake in divorce. Text messages and social media posts can wind up in front of a judge. Act accordingly. Don't post like a fool. Divorce? Trendley Kramer Law. TK Law. OneFirmForLife.com.
Looking to take your next event to the next level? Party Time Rentals in Apopka serves all Central Florida.
From birthdays to weddings, corporate events to family reunions, Party Time Rentals in Apopka has everything you need to make your event unforgettable.
Our wide selection will make your party planning a breeze.
Our friendly staff is ready to help, ensuring your event goes off without a hitch.
Party Time Rentals in Apopka. Visit us today in Apopka or online at partytimeapopka.com.
Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app? Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts.
Free playlists.
Free contests. Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations. It's free. I love iHeartRadio. Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch.
Yeah. We like it when you watch.
At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Yeah, Chris Rock came up to Will Smith after the show and said, "Man, what's your deal? Sometimes you're really nice and sometimes you're a total D-head. What are you, some kind of Gemini man?"
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Grand. It's your 4 o'clock keyword. That's what we're trying to give you. A grand. Take that over to realradio.fm for your chance to win that $1,000. So far, Arturo is a party of one for Real Radio 104.1. Sure would like to give him a friend. So grand is your keyword for 4. You will know by the end of the hour if you've won that $1,000, and good luck. Hope you win.
Yeah, grandinaire. We want you to be a grandinaire.
A grandinaire.
Not a millionaire, you know. So.
Well, I mean, take that grand. It'd be a lot of Powerball tickets you could buy with that.
Oh, let's go.
Wouldn't that be great?
No. I think that's a stupid way to spend that $1,000.
I agree with you on that.
Then you're going to love me because that's 4,000 chicken nuggets.
What else can you get for $1,000? I could get 2 Xboxes, or I could get an Xbox and a PS5.
Okay,
but then
all right.
tax
Well,
happens.
okay, the tax. We're not talking about taxes right now, Ross.
I hate to be the guy that's like, technically it's 1 a.m. It's tomorrow.
Technically, it's Romulan. I just dumped myself.
You did.
I just dumped myself because of that. When the nerds get you, when the nerds come through to correct you on stuff, and it's like,
yeah, there's one right there.
I
am
just
shocked
I
that
just
that
mumbled,
just happened.
I know, I am
mumbled the
too.
curse.
I couldn't believe it happened.
That wasn't like a small one either. You went straight to the zenith of curse words.
Sure did.
You went to the peak.
but I mumbled it. So it should have been okay.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, okay.
So we should have let it on air?
No, I dumped it.
Yeah.
That's why I dumped it.
So it's
We
still
understood
all
it.
over Romulan ale.
We understood it. Wow, Jack Bradshaw, look at you.
It slipped out.
That's what you always say.
That
do
is,
not.
That is a rumor you do not want to start.
Yeah.
That is not a, that's what he said moment. That is like, Jack's getting arrested if we say that.
What would you do with $1,000, Ross? Would you save it or would you buy something?
I would save it.
Oh, would you really?
Yeah.
What would you put it toward, though?
I don't know.
No, that's it. See, that's the thing.
No.
Here's the deal. So that's me. The saving mode. That's me, and that's why I haven't bought an Xbox and all because I have a hard time indulging on those frivolous things. Right. So found money, whether you win it gambling or you win a lottery, unexpected money. It's an opportunity. That's where you can, and that's what the lottery is. You buy the ticket. So from the time you buy it until the time they tell you Publix in Sarasota won, that span of time, you get to dream about how you would spend the money, you could pretend, I'm going to do a bunch of good in the world, but really, come on.
All right.
Well, with that much money, you could, not 1,000. All right. But if we're going back to the Powerball, that's $756 million. You'll be able to take care of your family, your kids' family. And you'd be able to spread a little good in the world.
I create a foundation, no doubt.
I'm
Bradshaw Foundation.
I'm not taking care of my kids' family. I don't even know them. We haven't even met.
That is a legit point.
Who knows what they're about? But I don't want to fund any, bad things.
But $1,000.
And then, hold on, Jack, you're also saying that logic of that money that you're not expecting.
Yeah.
When you win it, I'm like, dude, that's not how money works.
It is how money works. Unless you're behind on a credit card payment or something.
Yeah, and if that's the case, why are you having play money come in? Why are you gambling in the first place?
Well, that's the beauty of our holiday magic contest. All you have to do is text in.
But the question though, going back to that though, Ross, why do you enjoy gambling so much if you're gonna just save the money? If you don't, like Jack said, I mean, isn't part of the fun of gambling is winning that money and realizing I can kind of spend this on whatever I want?
The best gambling weekend I've ever had, which honestly was a little over $400, and every bet hit. Every single bet. It was a small miracle in some of those parlays to hit. And all I did was just transfer it to my bank account. I didn't grab it and go oh, I'm going to buy something now.
Right.
It's just, I look at money like water. It's all right, so there's water over there, and I can combine that water with this water so I have more water.
So, yeah, but I know once it goes in your bank account, then it intermingles with your responsible money, the money you earn, right? The money you won, when you mingle it with the money you earn, then it all becomes responsible money that should be used for responsible things.
Yeah.
But if you can keep it separate,
it's a lot more fun.
It's more fun because then it can be dedicated, frivolous money.
Yeah.
For indiscretionary spending.
Yeah, I don't.
I see that clear delineation with Jack. It's got to be.
It's true because if I won money on poker and it's cash, if I keep that separate, that's still gambling fun money.
Right.
Right?
Right.
If I win, let's say a football pool and it gets transferred to me electronically and then it ends up in my bank account, then it's just going towards the water bill.
Right?
Yeah. What's wrong with that? That's a free water bill.
It's not fun. Water bill isn't fun.
Who said any of this was supposed to be fun?
Winning is supposed to be fun, Ross.
Exactly. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, I not paying a bill for a month, I love that ride.
You sound like me, and I hate it.
I know. It's a real freaky Wednesday.
Are you trying to get away from it?
Yeah, but it's like boring guy.
It's Halloween. We're
Freaky Friday.
It's Freaky Friday on a Wednesday. We swapped pants.
And oh man, speaking of money and Halloween,
you wanna?
No.
Damn it.
No chance.
Seriously? Would
There's
you consider?
no chance his would fit on me.
Really?
What's your pant size? Is that HIPAA?
No, it's hippo, which is why yours won't fit on me.
Yeah, I bet you people rather share some HIPAA stuff than their pant size.
Oh, I'm sure.
Pant size says
it's
a lot.
I mean, when I was in school and Levi's were the thing to wear.
Yeah, I'll tell you my cholesterol.
All the girls, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I was one of those girls that scratched out what the waist was.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a thing. Yeah,
that was a thing.
Matter of fact, that was a sign. We were talking about Seinfeld earlier. That was a Seinfeld episode because Jerry would change it on the back.
501, right?
Yeah, because it was on his back.
He was always so proud when he could fit into the same Levi's that he wore in high school. But yeah, so what size pants do you wear, Jack? Maybe you guys can make this happen.
No, we're moving on, Deb. What's the next topic?
Nah, we're gonna do it. You gotta tell us.
I don't.
It's gotta be.
What size?
I'm gonna go 34.
Okay.
Waist?
34 waist?
34 waist.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go 32.
I forgot that's how you guys.
Yeah.
That's close.
And it took me 15 years to figure that out, Deb. You know how embarrassing it was to show up to Target going I don't know what size I am. Why is it a multiplication problem?
Right, exactly.
You know what's weird? I used to be 32, 34.
I know.
Right? Then it flipped, and then I was 34, 32, which I'm like, wait, I'm shrinking?
Yeah, exactly. I don't like
Right?
these numbers this way anymore.
And now I'm 36, 32.
All right.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I'm like a really weird, like, ego-deflating carnival worker. Come here. Let me guess your pant size.
Make you feel worse than you already do.
Yo, 4230. You real bowling ball type of person. Just like roasting people because carnies annihilate people.
What's your pant size?
I believe I'm a 32, 34, but the problem is that I have so many pairs of pants that are 32, 32s. So if you see me walking around, you're like, damn, that is a lot of ankle. It's because
you're not trying to show off your socks.
Yeah, I just didn't change my pants.
Well, I've got a bunch of pants from the 80s you can have.
Oh, okay, what
Those
are they?
are in now.
What do they look like?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. Parachute pants?
I'd have to dust them off.
You've got to have some Raj pants in there.
I had both. Yeah.
Did you?
I had the parachute pants in the 80s. I did.
Did they work?
It was before I ever jumped.
Well, like, I was more, that's funny. It's more referring to, like, the ladies. But sure, gravity.
I was thinking with the way Jack was thinking.
Yeah, I know.
Looking back at the 80s, I'd say lukewarm.
Were they comfortable in the sense of, like, did they breathe?
No.
And we're straight talking, like, Aladdin genie pants.
Well,
those are the Raj pants.
Or Aladdin pants.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say genie.
Right.
He didn't have pants. He was just a wisp.
Actually, you're right.
It was the hand. It was the flourish.
No, the wisp.
The wisp.
Yeah.
He was mainly wisp from the waist down.
Yeah.
Animated genie, right?
Yeah.
But he still had legs. He was bipedal. Right?
I want to hear
the animated one. I'm not sure.
I want to hear about Jack wearing Raj pants.
I didn't. I
Oh,
didn't
you
wear
didn't?
Raj pants.
Okay.
I had parachute pants, which were like
similar.
Well, no, they were vinyl and they had zippers all over
Yeah.
them. And,
Raj pants is kind of like the crotch kind of comes below your knees.
yeah, no, I couldn't. I would not. No, that was not me.
No.
Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't pull that off if I wanted to. like a flat brim hat. It just doesn't work.
No. Yeah.
Not on my head.
I do love, I love trends. I think trends are fascinating. I love hearing about 80s trends, 70s trends, 90s trends. But there are, the last, 23 years, ever since we hit the year 2000, I think, at least for me, it's really weird to point out any trend out of the last 23 years and tell you what specific date. But I can tell you in the last 23 years, there was a heavy fedora stage for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
I know you got snapped up in that, Jack.
Well, I've
Just
always
straight up busted you.
Well,
we've talked about it before. I love it.
But I don't wear it. That's the thing. I bought one in the 30 years ago. I bought a fedora.
Okay.
Whoa.
But I've always been a fedora fan. But that was a Sinatra thing.
Yeah.
He always had like a snap brim fedora. But I bought one when I went to Mardi Gras, and that was, I think, 94. In 1994, I went to Mardi Gras. Oh, that was wild.
So then you were in 94 Mardi Gras rocking a fedora hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that mental picture,
with
Ross.
heavy street magician vibes.
Yeah.
Going down Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
Going, hey, where are the beads?
Right, exactly.
Oh, man, wait, were you doing the whole bead thing in a fedora hat? Dude.
You sound like you lost some respect for him because of that.
Listen, it's 94. I was 5. I'll give him a break here. but that's a look. You can't go to Mardi Gras with a fedora hat. Now, I'm sure you could. That's why I love trends. I think trends are...
I have one picture, but it's not with the hat.
Oh,
damn. I think I bought the hat there, but I wasn't sporting it the whole time. I think I wore it one night.
Pinstripe?
No.
Oh.
No, I have to find that picture. I don't know where it is.
Because I have seen you. I have seen a photo of you in this fedora, and every time I'm like, bring them back, bring them back.
Oh no! Oh, I had a different one. I wore it to our poker tournament one year. That was
yeah.
the first year we were at the Orlando Science Center.
And then what year was that?
That had to have been 2018 because
No.
This is the
This is
yeah. This is the era of Fedora that I was referencing. Somewhere in the last 23 years, Fedora's made a big comeback,
and we know where half of them came back.
That could be 2010.
Yeah, 2010 was the Fedora year, man. They really hit hard. I think it was Chris Angel or something. Yeah, one of those weird, bad. I shouldn't say bad. They were great at what they do, but man, that show was kind of corny. But Chris Angel really, I think, brought back that goth fedora look.
And did you hear? I mean, that stretched quite a span there for Mr. Bradshaw. That's from 94 to 2010.
Yeah, but you had a long intermission.
No. And I wore it twice. Twice I wore a fedora in that span.
Yeah.
I wore that hat once. I got back. I'm like, I can't wear this anywhere. And then it sat on my shelf. And then the other one I got, and I think it came from Target. It's but it's I wear it. I wore it there, and I'm like, the poker event, it seemed like it fit that event, but going out, I just can't put a fedora on.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, man. I think they're going to make a comeback.
Jim Phillips used to say Kennedy killed the fedora. It used to be a time where men would always wear hats, right? And Kennedy was the first president who would go out in public and just not wear a hat. And that set a trend where it was like, oh, I guess we don't have to wear these.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know how true it is. I know Jim has said it for a long time, and I heard it many times.
Well,
so
I'm just happy that JFK.
I'll lean on that.
I'm happy that JFK killed something.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Ooh, grand is your 4 o'clock keyword, GRAND. Take that over to realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000. We really want to add your name to the list. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back. So keep it here on Real Radio 104.1.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Today is a Fox 35 storm alert day. We are monitoring the potential for some strong to severe storms to arrive this afternoon and continue overnight into early Thursday morning. Main weather threats: heavy rain, frequent lightning, the potential for damaging wind gusts, and even an isolated tornado or two. Remember to depend on and trust the Fox 35 Storm Team.
This report is sponsored by Boost Infinite.
Hey, if you're thinking of getting the latest iPhone, you need to stop and check out the wireless offer from Boost Infinite. For more, just pick up your phone and dial pound 250 and say Boost Infinite. That's pound 250 and Boost Infinite. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dialed text message from this station's network.
Bottomless Boneless, every Wednesday at Winghouse Bar and Grill. Get as much as you want, tossed with any of our signature sauces and rubs for only $14.99. Every Wednesday. Dine in only, no sharing. Winghouse Bar and Grill. Good food, beautifully served.
You guys should come over for a cookout.
Frank?
Let me know if you need to borrow the mower.
Frank, wake up. You're being neighborly in your sleep again.
With no down payments or PMI, a top VA lender like Navy Federal Credit Union will get you excited about being a homeowner.
Trash pickups on Tuesdays.
Learn more at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender. Membership required. Loan subject to approval. Call 1-888-842-6328 for details about credit costs and terms.
Orlando's newest entertainment destination is now open. Primrose Lanes welcomes you to our restaurant and bowling club. Visit primroselanes.com to reserve your lane and join us for happy hour every weekday at 4 p.m. for half-off cocktails.
During Jeep Adventure Days, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Jeep brand vehicles. 10 or 15% below MSRP, depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Gladiator, Grand Cherokee Laredo, and Compass. Excludes Sport. 15% below excludes MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Renegade, Compass Latitude, Grand Cherokee Elf, excludes Laredo, and Grand Cherokee excludes 4xE and Laredo. Not compatible with lease offers except for Gladiator or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 10/31. Jeep is a registered trademark.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
It's Superstart Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get up to a $25 gift card after rebate with the purchase of select Superstart batteries. Our professional parts people will test your old battery for free and recommend the right battery for your vehicle. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Superstart batteries only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The iHeartRadio app and the NFL right in your pocket. The home of the NFL Podcast Network, covering all 32 NFL teams, plus all the expert advice to win your fantasy league. And, of course, live NFL games. Touchdown! Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Free never sounded so good.
Here's something you've never heard before.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Are you experiencing tooth pain? Advanced Endodontics can help. With state-of-the-art care, experienced and compassionate staff, and 6 convenient locations throughout Central Florida, we make it easy to find the relief you need. We partner with well-known companies who offer great financing options, so you can achieve the smile of your dreams. And the best part is, no referrals are needed. Schedule your appointment today at IneedARootCanal.com. That's IneedARootCanal.com.
Real Radio wants to provide you with a little holiday magic.
Holiday magic.
Holiday magic in the form of $1,000 13 times a day. Listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekly from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do it on your phone or your computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer your phone from a number that you most likely will not recognize when they call back the winner, because that's how you get some
Holiday magic.
This contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
My friends at Mills Air have been in business since 1992 right here in Central Florida. Over 30 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier, factory authorized dealer, turn to the experts. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
For 60 years, our team of expert electricians has been here to help you with all your energy needs, so there's no need to wait or worry when it comes to your electric. Right now, get $100 off any electrical service.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already in.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Yes?
Jim is resting today. He had a good colonoscopy, but he's also dealing with a cold, so we hope he gets all the rest he needs today so he can join us for tomorrow and Friday. But you've got Deb, you've got Jack.
Yo.
Potty mouth. You've got Ross.
Yeah,
no proof of that.
I don't know exactly what a colonoscopy still is. I know that they're throwing a camera.
Come here, let me show you.
Yeah, no.
Look, see my pen here?
It's the examination of the large bowel and distal part of the small bowel.
And you understand how they access that, right?
Yeah, with a CCD camera or fiber optic camera on a flexible tube passed through. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. We'll let Jim share the details of
He's
how
from
everything
Palatka.
went.
That's why he took the day off.
And I think you already made this.
He's got to emotionally get over this.
He's like, I think I'm still a Republican.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't know who to call. I don't know what to do about that.
Well,
who do you call?
Ever since I've known him, he's always thought marriage was for everybody, but now he really knows.
Well, that brings up an interesting conversation, though. There's a survey that just came out that talked about like how we feel about companies getting involved in social issues. Where do you guys lean on that? You think they should? You think they shouldn't?
I have grown to be quite bitter and jaded when it comes to this topic, and I would like to blame who other than Jack Bradshaw solely
really?
for the downfall of my optimism and any corporation saying anything positive.
Yeah. You're welcome, by the way.
I appreciate it.
He's not wrong.
It's a challenge because a lot of it, and I think to the point that Ross is making, is because it's artificial. Sometimes it's posturing and virtue signaling, and basically designed to help your business, right?
Exactly. It's still about them making more money.
Right. So, and if you want to commit to something, then you commit to it. I think the Bud Light is a good example of they felt, oh, we're going to honor someone, Devin Mulvaney, is that the right name? Right?
I think so.
Dylan
Mulvaney.
There you go.
Dylan Mulvaney. And they do that. They make this commemorative six-pack, and that's the end of it. And then it blows up.
Yeah.
But then,
quite literally,
they didn't commit to the issue.
Right.
Then they tried to backtrack, and they fired the people. So now you end up pissing off people on both sides, and because you're trying to balance what you believe, what you're trying to say your company statement is, with your bottom line.
Yep.
And it's why conflate the two? Why go after something if you're going to,
half-ass it?
Or then just alienate people. It's just stay out of it.
Yeah.
Make your product and do that. Now, the challenge is you do have people who want to do good, who want to share and want to help and want to be inclusive. Right? So when my daughter was working at Target used to be was known for having very progressive policies for LGBTQ plus,
and we saw backlash for that during Pride Month.
And they used to have probably have that stuff on sale, but then and when my daughter was working there, she lobbied and got them to approve them putting pronouns, optional pronouns on their name tag. So if you had a name tag, you could have your pronouns on that, right? So she did that, and good for her. But now the company started, retreating when they started getting the backlash following the Bud Light incident.
Exactly.
And then
like displays were removed and stuff.
Then people, now you're talking about discrimination against and making people feel less than, and targeting a community
no pun intended.
That's victimized, that's been victimized, and then they start going after, okay, well, and Target sells Pride stuff, so let's go after them for catering to the LGBTQ plus community.
What's interesting is that you brought up a good point. It makes you wonder if it's like, the virtue signaling, if that's more what wears on Americans is you kind of making a stance and then backtracking on it. I wonder if that's what kind of is made all of us a little bit like Ross, just like not want to trust anything a corporation says because they don't even really know what they're trying to say.
Well, if you want to act like me, hang out with Jack, because it will rub off. And he was, and I
You're welcome.
Yeah, and I am thankful because getting that that idea challenged. And, any time, I don't know, Nabisco comes out against whatever it is.
Right.
Just ask yourself why, maybe a little bit more. It's good marketing on their end. They're trying, but what I don't like and the clash that I have is, well, if the end result is still a good thing, why am I bitching?
Right. So if they are donating money to a cause, great. Target, for example, they have a volunteer program. Their volunteers volunteered at the Humane Society of Lake County and were part of Suds, Pups, and Pints. That was great. It was helpful. So
it's hugely helpful, and they're already in for next year.
Right. So that's fantastic.
That is
because
great.
They're trying to have their workforce be a part of, reward them for being part of the community. We here at iHeart, we get a Spirit Day. Do you guys know what the Spirit Day is?
Spirit Day?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, that's a day you can take off for volunteer purposes. So you can use that day off because you are going to spend that work day helping, working in a charity or helping your community, right? So that's a great effort with, and I don't question those motives. But sometimes publicly, it just seems like it can be artificial. And I think it's really distilled extremely well into a segment in Bo Burnham's special, his Inside special. Ross had us watch it for What'd You Do This?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think it was absolutely brilliant. I think you could actually teach a college course on this special which is how thick it is and how layered and all the different things that, and what he's saying socially, what it's, just the production value. Just there's so many aspects to it, which it's so rich. But in that, one of his segments, he talks about being the brand manager for a company because, it's important that we have to take a stance because we have to let people know how we feel about something. You don't.
Right, exactly.
Right? You don't.
Just make cookies.
But if you empower your people to give them their opportunity to do their thing, I think that's cool. That's what I like.
And it's showing because a new report from the Public Affairs Council shows 57% surveyed say they support companies trying to engage politically, but that's down from 66% from just last year, from 2022. Let's see. So there is a line drawn between political parties, right? Shocker.
Yeah.
With Democrats more likely than Republicans to say corporations should be involved in issues involving discrimination on the basis of race or gender.
See, now, that should be a no-brainer, right?
I know.
You should be against discrimination.
Yeah, that's not a hot take.
Yeah, right. So for a company to lean into that, no problem.
No problem.
Right.
It's the other sticky social issues that it's like, take a page from.
And then it's sticky now. Will it be sticky 20 years from now? Because guess what? In the 1960s, trying to, stand up for equal rights, that was a sticky situation, right?
Right, yeah.
Because in the 60s, it wasn't safe. You forget, it's not that long ago. Separate water fountains, back of the bus,
exactly.
Busing and all that changing and evolving in the 60s is not that long ago.
You're right. It isn't that long ago, Jack. It's practically like just around the corner.
Yeah, we got whatever I said doesn't matter because we're in a test now.
Oh, it is a test?
Are you telling me that you just ripped one of the most powerful 40-second monologues about discrimination in the corporate world?
Yeah.
And no one heard it?
I don't know. I think people listening on the app and on the stream do not get the EAS test.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I was ready to run through a brick wall for you. I feel galvanized, inspired off of that.
Tornado warning.
Okay, and that's why I was interested that I haven't received anything on my phone because, again, we did talk about this during Woke News about the fact that we are under a level 2 storm risk today, and tornadoes are on our potential for today. Is there any information as to where it's heading?
Keep talking, I'll listen.
Okay, so a level 2 storm risk today, winds of 60 miles an hour or more. lightning, heavy rain, and of course tornadoes. Even some minor flooding could also be impactful today. So we'll keep you aware of what's going on. Checking the radar earlier, we hadn't seen any of the heaviest weather, but you definitely want to keep your eyes on the skies because now is about the time when the severe weather is going to start moving in. Really overnight, we could be dealing with it, even into tomorrow morning's commute to work and school.
Yeah, tornado warning, Canaveral Acres. If you're in Canaveral Acres area, they say take shelter.
Okay, so Canaveral Acres under a active tornado warning. That is not a watch. That is a tornado warning.
Actual tornado.
So take cover there. What we're going to do is take a quick break, and then we'll come back with a brand new keyword for you at 5 o'clock. So keep it right here on Real Radio 104.1.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
holiday magic
is just minutes away, and brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Delays continue on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area. Things are stop and go as you drive east and westbound between US 27 and the 429 and between the Beach Line and 535. A crash with roadblock has been reported on John Young Parkway at President's Drive, causing stop and go delays in that area. If you see other traffic problems today, make sure you're calling the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Warehouse of Kissimmee.
It's the Bedhead Sale at Mattress Warehouse. Come in with your best or worst bedhead and save up to 50% on any mattress. So where would you look to find the perfect mattress? In a little mattress store or a mattress warehouse? Visit mattresswarehouse.com.
You know, buying or refinancing a home can be so confusing, especially while trying to digest what's happening on Wall Street and how that can affect your plans. So where do you turn to for answers? Well, I know, and it's easy. It's that mortgage guy, Don. He loves to answer questions, and he has the expertise to answer them correctly. You know, Don knows the mortgage business and what the real estate market looks like right here in Central Florida. He helped Chris and I make our home buying dreams come true, and he can do the same for you. Put him to the test and submit your question at thatmortgageguyDon.com. It's peace of mind, truly, right there at your fingertips. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
At the Home Depot, Saturdays are about two things: the wood-fired flavor of a Traeger Ironwood XL grill
and football. Hey everyone, Desmond Howard here, and I want you to get your game day fired up in just one tap with Traeger's intuitive touchscreen. Then throw in your game day favorites and monitor from anywhere with Wi-Fi technology. That way you have less time staring at the grill and more time for football. Upgrade your Saturday with Traeger.
And the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Steve Kramer here with a divorce tip. Inheritance isn't a marital asset unless you handle the money wrong or your divorce wrong. Then you can lose it to your ex. Call Trenley and Kramer, TK Law. We do divorce. OneFirmForLife.com.
Man, here in Central Florida, woo! This weather is like a roller coaster. You got to have an AC company you can lean on because in Florida, your AC has to be dependable, and your AC company does as well. For me, that's Mills Air. No question. These guys are awesome. Been at it for 30-plus years here in Central Florida. Let them take that experience and help you with your AC system, keeping it running cool every single time. They're techs, awesome people. They know this stuff inside and out, and they're Carrier factory authorized dealers. That can mean up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and certainly turn to the experts at family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call them today. Schedule that appointment. 407-277-1159. Online, millsair.com.
Well, I'm selling my car, and I went to a place claiming they were auto buy. But thanks to the Terminator and auto buy, I received the Max.
Visit WePayTheMax.com and schedule your appointment today. You'll be back.
The podcast McCartney, A Life in Lyrics is a masterclass, a memoir, and an improvised journey with the Beatles' Paul McCartney, one of the most beloved figures in popular music. Each episode focuses on a single song, examining the people, experiences, and art that inspired McCartney's legendary songwriting.
I wanted to become a person who wrote songs and someone whose life was in music.
Listen to McCartney, A Life in Lyrics, on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
October is Sudden Cardiac Arrest Month. Sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death in the U.S. with survival rate of about 10% or less. Russ Rollins here. In honor of Sudden Cardiac Arrest Month, I'm setting a personal goal. I want to send 1,000 Monster listeners for a free heart scan with a minimum requirement valued at $699. I want you guys all to be safe and healthy, and I want my listeners to get in and get this scan. I did it, and I got to tell you, I'm so glad that I did. You have an opportunity to get a heart scan and a full body scan for cancer. What is Life Imaging FLA? Well, FDA-approved, state-of-the-art, low-dose radiation CT scan. Early detection saves lives. You know, 30 to 40% of heart attacks, the first symptom is sudden death. Man, wouldn't you rather know today instead of worry about tomorrow? While you're there, ask about their cancer screening. It's better to know now than to wait till it's too late. Call Life Imaging FLA for your free heart scan with a few minimum requirements valued at $699 now. From your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. That's pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds.
Attention, our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. It's only for the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. They give you up to a year and a half to travel, but you must be one of the first 50 to text MUSIC to 96551. Grab your phone and text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. That's MUSIC to 96551. You heard right. Be one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551 and get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. But you must be one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. Text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to go on vacation to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico.
What if your home's title, the legal document that proves you own your home, is in some criminal's name? Well, that's called home title theft. Everybody's home title is online. Criminals all over the world will forge your signature, and basically it's a race against time to stop them before they take out loans against your home, or even worse, sell your home. So how do you know some criminal hasn't taken over the title to your home? Well, you can find out for free with sign up when you use the promo code Sean and go to HometitleLock.com. That's HometitleLock.com.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade. Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. WIN. That's WIN. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Good Wednesday afternoon. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. WIN is your 5 o'clock word, WIN. Take that over to realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000. Thank you for joining us once again. Just before the break, we did hear a tornado warning has been issued for Orange and Brevard counties until 5:15 p.m. The storm is moving northeast at 15 miles per hour toward the St. Johns River. So if you did receive that alert on your phone and you're near Canaveral Shores, which is in Brevard County, I definitely want to take cover on that as well. We'll keep you abreast of the weather because today we have, especially starting now, a chance for severe weather moving in as well as overnight.
How does it look out in Maitland, Deb?
It doesn't look bad, but you can see over toward the east where that tornado warning was just issued, really dark skies. So, could make our commute home tonight a little bit squirrely.
I like Brevard.
I do too. I love Brevard County.
I lived there 10 years before. That's when I first came to Florida. I lived there in Melbourne for 10 years before I moved here.
Wow.
But it was fun going over there for the weekend for the NKF Surf Fest, which is always a fun event. And shout out to Savannah and
Phil over,
Phil and the crew, and they just did a fantastic job again. And it was great weather, which is something that, with Sunspots and Finds, you pick a date, you roll the dice, you cross your fingers, and you hope.
And you hope.
You hope you get the weather. And
yeah.
They got the weather. And so it was fun. And then I went to Taste of Brevard for the first time, which is fun. Bunch of area restaurants, and, you get all the different food samples. But, I mean, I was eating shrimp, gumbo.
Like a king.
3 different places had smoked fish dip. One was a smoked mahi with truffle oil in it. It was very good.
How you doing?
Good times.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider moving back to Brevard?
Actually, it's funny because when I get over it, like in the beach communities, I could imagine myself retiring in a beach community where it's like walking distance to the beach, or something like that. But then I also think, well,
home insurance.
Well, yeah, and then climate change and what's going to happen with the water levels, and what's it going to be like in 10, 15, 20 years?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's something to consider. Yeah, absolutely.
Good. Just move a couple blocks. You know what I'm saying?
I think
don't live on the beach. Just live like a quarter mile.
I see. That's the thing. I think if I stay in Winter Springs at the top of the hill on the block where I am, I might have that beachfront community.
Exactly,
one day.
Man. You never know. Yeah, because my next door neighbors, had this beautiful condo at Daytona Beach Shores, but they just recently sold as well. Part of it was because the insurance cost.
Yeah.
Went from $8,000 one year to like 52.
It's going to be real. If that day does happen, it's going to be really weird seeing the shoreline shrink on Florida. So then Florida just looks like it got big shrinkage.
Right.
Like it got cold out or something.
And I did want to let you know, Jack, that a lot of people reached out to us over the break at 77031 to say at least those on the iHeartRadio app were able to hear your stellar speech.
Well,
it was not lost.
That's very kind and very sweet. And I'm glad that people streaming. Here's the deal with an EAS test. Yes. No one likes to have whatever they're doing interrupted, right? Whether it's an amber alert or a silver alert or a purple alert, which I'm still not sure what they are.
Purple alert.
That is for autism.
Is it?
Yes, that's for those who are,
Because when I was driving to Mandora last time, it was on the signs, and I'm like, I got to look that up. But, no one likes having those interruptions, but it's important.
It is.
And for the texter who says, well, that's an hour away from me, or that's, 30 miles away from me, it doesn't affect me. Well, it affects someone, and it could be someone's worst day. And if that message that they're hearing gives them a 30, 60-second, 5-minute advantage to get to shelter, we got to do the right thing here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
also,
and it's according to law.
Yeah, it's law.
I mean, it's law. We have to do
it.
Well,
but it's also the right thing to do.
Exactly.
What's the guy's voice when he goes over on the warning? Warning. Does he start out with warnings?
We don't. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. It's one of those things. We don't hear it.
No, we can't. That is the weirdest thing. This is the first time in my career where we can still be talking and not be privy to the EAS. I've never had that before.
Sometimes it's a text. See, but in this studio, the machine is actually in the next room.
Right.
So sometimes we can just hear that something's happening, and then I can check. But I actually have to check. There's no light that goes on that tells us.
It's weird.
It used to be. They did it when it became fully automated.
Yep.
So it used to require the board up. When we started, or maybe when I started, working in radio, you had to have an FCC license.
In the book, in the studio.
You had to follow the steps to do an EAS test. When I started working, you look at the book, you follow all the steps, you hit the buttons.
You had to know how to bring a transmitter back up.
Yeah.
If an FCC inspector walked into any studio, FM or AM, and you were on the air, they could, pull you off and say, okay, transmitter went down. How do you bring it back up?
Now any monkey can run this board, which it opens it up, and we can hire people, strictly for their comedic value and not worry about, their technical acumen.
All right. Or yeah, and what's interesting too is that I think a lot of folks believe think that we have the power to control that button. Like maybe folks think that, we get the alert and, hey, we have to hit that button or it's up to us when we hit that button.
Yeah, nope.
There are some really serious rules and, more importantly, some really serious fines.
Yeah.
If we do any kind of squirrely stuff when it comes to that EAS alert.
Yeah.
Like there's no...
No, that's when it's and they tell you, it's the public airways, right? Which is why you have to have the FCC license and the Federal Communications Commission oversees it, and in times of emergency that they deem state by state on, this is an emergency, we need to get this message out, they take control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have control over that.
Some elder council,
Basically, yeah.
A bunch of people in cloaks.
And what's interesting is that I remember when they unveiled this new EAS alert and the tones at the end that it makes, they actually called them I think they called them rabbit farts or something. That's what the FCC guy came out and was like, yep, this is what we're calling it. And I'm like, well, professional. I guess they have to find, their humor wherever they can. Yeah. Exactly. I can't imagine that would be too exciting of work, but there you have it. So we'll keep you abreast if we get any others. But again, that is going to go on. That tornado warning that we received before goes until 5:15. So about 5 more minutes or so for Orange and Brevard counties. All right, when is your 5 o'clock keyword? Go ahead and take that over to realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000. We're going to soon take a little break, and then we're going to get to talk to Scott Maxwell, who I don't know how he writes as prolifically as he does.
Okay. Well, it's his only job.
I know,
it's
but
not like he has to do any real work. What?
Nothing.
He's not listening.
He's not even using a pen.
Yeah.
He's typing.
Sometimes he can write an article. I go, you ever write one on your phone? He's like, yep.
Really?
He can, sometimes. Well, it depends on where he is,
Exactly.
At least you got to take your notes.
Because, he texted with some of the subjects, and it was like, all right, I wrote this one. Just check the Sentinel site. Oh, look, there's another news story.
Yeah. Well, he has his columns that appear in the paper, but, with everything digital, so it seems like it's always coming out. But then he has a blog as well, and we can probably get more definitive answers from him.
Yeah, exactly.
And then on social media, Scott_Maxwell, that's
Fire
it, right?
Twitter follow. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to talk to Scott next. So keep it here on Real Radio 104.1.
Find us on Threads at Real Radio 1041, powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Delays continue on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area. Things are stop and go as you drive east and westbound between US 27 and the 429 and between the Beach Line and 535. A crash with roadblock has been reported on John Young Parkway at President's Drive, causing stop and go delays in that area. If you see other traffic problems today, make sure you're calling the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Escape with the best stories of the year on Audible. Hear celebrity memoirs, mysteries, true crime, sci-fi, and more. Ignite your imagination with audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Not sure if you know this, but October is Sudden Cardiac Arrest Awareness Month. Sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death here in the U.S. with a survival rate of 10% or less. We all know somebody's dealt with heart issues. Why not know in advance? Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan can allow you to look inside your body to know exactly what's going on. That way you and your primary care doctor can build a long-term healthcare plan to make sure you're around for years. It's easy with Life Imaging's free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements, but that is a $699 value. And while you're there, be sure to ask about their cancer screening as well. Do this. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and just say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. From your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds. Make that call and make this the day you take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Now, you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
That's right. It's a real mess out there, Kate. We're seeing heavy congestion on the eastbound lanes of the main expressway with traffic backed up for miles.
What do traffic and debt have in common? You don't want to be in either for too long. Move into the fast lane with Fairwinds Credit Union. We'll help you set goals, save more, and be your guide to achieving financial freedom together. Visit fairwinds.org/together and become a member today. Fairwinds. Financial freedom happens here. Federally insured by NCUA.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream, bringing together internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. Get fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month, free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited Spectrum mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Spectrum One Stream. It's streaming simplified. Visit Spectrum.com or a Spectrum store for details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Fall is here, and I'm running out of year. So I'm throwing a Cartoberfest. It's the biggest car party in the world, and the most fun way to buy a nice new car. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm gonna liven up my sales, so I'm giving you $7,775 over appraised value for your old ride. Come to my car garden and pick out any nicer, newer car you want and get $7,775 over appraised value based on the car you choose. Get a new Mitsubishi Mirage greenest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon for $14,900. Or look at the new Outlander, the safest, most affordable 7-passenger SUV for only $26,900. And all RC Hill Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Past credit problems are the worst, but don't feel like a wiener. I'm going to help you get approved and even lower your current car payment. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles to choose from, so don't be tardy to this car party. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. Dealer retains all incentives. Vehicle purchase price affects discount.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Listen up, this is so easy. Do you want the most money for your used car? Do you want a hassle-free process? Of course you do. Give Me the VIN is A+ rated by the BBB. That's Better Business Bureau, baby, and thousands of online reviews. Give Me the VIN will beat your written CarMax offer or write you a check for $100. It's that simple. Get the most money for your used car right now at GiveMeTheVIN.com. America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
When I'm on the move, there's only one move that works for me. So I'm going to Checkers. Slide me that $2.49 chicken bites and fries box. No matter where I go, I'm going to enjoy the crispy, juicy, perfectly seasoned all-white meat chicken bites. Plus a load of Checkers' famous seasoned fries, all for just $2.49. That's right, this box is always coming in clutch. Checkers is boxing up deals like you've never seen before. Whether I'm running on empty or stepping on the gas, I'm taking one for the road with Checkers. Get it delivered now.
I'm Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
And I'm Charlie Webster. The podcast Surviving El Chapo, the twins who brought down a drug lord, returns for a second season and picks right back up with Pete and Jay Flores, taking their first steps on U.S. soil after turning themselves in to the U.S. government. Season 2 follows the twins through their time in prison and testifying in court against El Chapo.
Surviving El Chapo.
Listen to Season 2
on iHeartRadio app or wherever you get podcasts.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Hope you're having a very happy hump day. Made it to the middle of the week. Hopefully, Jim will be back with us tomorrow, taking a day of rest after his medical procedure and a cold as well. You've got Deb, Jack, and Ross, and every Wednesday at this time, we invite probably the biggest bigwig in all of Central Florida, I would say.
Yeah, he does well in the Big Shot. Matter of fact, I think he was the winner this year, right?
Yeah,
As
he
a Big
won.
Shot.
Yeah, exactly.
A non-elected Big Shot in the readers of the Orlando Weekly.
And also, I think he just spoke to 300 people today at some event. So anyway,
that's what we're doing right now.
I
right?
know. Please join me in welcoming Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell. Yay! Hey, Truth
Hello,
Dragon.
everybody. Good to see you guys. I hear you all are holding down the fort while your fearless leader is recuperating.
Yeah, yeah. Well, apparently everything went fine with his colonoscopy, but he has a cold and he can't take any medication for another week because of the anesthesia.
Oh no!
Yeah, so he's down and out for today, but hopefully he'll be back tomorrow. Let's just put it this way: he better be back.
I was swapping texts with him around, I don't know, 10 o'clock, so I figured he still had some of that stuff coursing through his veins.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, any good texts you want to share?
Is there...
No, he just said, I think he ate everything at First Watch that they had. Because, that's my estimation. That's the worst part, is the starving beforehand. And all of us of a certain age, I guess, except Ross, are familiar with this. Though I was reminded, one time I had a buddy who was 28 years old, and he got back from his physical and he said, yeah, man, I just got my first prostate exam. And we said, why? And he said, the doctor just said I look like I needed it. Said, you need a new doctor.
Yeah, no doubt.
Do I look sick? No, lonely.
you look like you need flowers.
Exactly.
You're very pale.
And someone should tell you you're pretty.
And we have advanced all sorts of things in modern medicine, but not that technique. That is still just
who's lobbying against that? That's what I want to know.
Doctor, why'd you put on the Notebook?
Very white, yeah.
Yeah. Why are both hands on my shoulders? Speaking of, now I thought about you today, Scott, because of course we've got, severe weather that's rolling through. We've already talked about one tornado warning exactly in Orange and Brevard counties. What's going on with you guys? Because I can't imagine you guys, you and your lovely bride, appreciate a fine thunderstorm anymore in Florida. It's got to be a little PTSD-ish. Isn't it?
Oh, it's very PTSD. I don't know if I told you guys. Did I tell you that we learned that the lightning went through our house and shot out the other side?
What?
It changes every time. So first you thought it hit the tree out front. Then the guy, when he checked the roof, found out it hit your house.
And that is what I thought was the last time I talked to you guys. Right. And then while he was up there, he was like, yeah, I see where it went in. I don't know where it went out. And so then we called a roofer to check and see if everything was structural up there. The answer was it's not. But the craziest thing is, so it goes in one side of our house and completely out the other side of his house, it blasts out a chunk of stucco. And he shows it to us. It's on the ground.
No way.
It went through right above both children's bedroom. They're grown now and not here, but right over the garage, through both children's bedroom, and blammo out the other side of the house.
Your house ate thunder and crapped lightning.
Show
great,
title.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Were you guys home when this happened?
You bet we were, and that's why, like I say, all things considered in the grand scheme, The house didn't burn down. We weren't killed. Neither of us was in the shower at the time. Yeah, I feel like we're pretty lucky, but it does seem like we find new things wrong all the time.
Oh, so what now? Because I mean, the list of what you've had to replace has been
I will tell you this. We are on Citizens, which is ridiculous because Citizens Insurance, the state-run insurer, that's not how this was intended to be. We're not on the coast. It isn't a coastal home. But as you know, I forget, 10% of the state is on Citizens now. Yeah. But I will say this. People crap on government service. I crap on government service. Literally for a living, that's what I do is crap on government service. But when you have a claim to file, I found that my first reaction was like, you know what? I feel a lot better having to file a claim with the government-run insurer than with Allstate or somebody else. And they gave us absolutely no crud about it. And so told us we have a big amount to get everything fixed with. So.
Oh, he's a listener. Yeah. Whatever insurance person you called or dealt with, big fan of the Orlando Sentinel.
Yeah, maybe so. But they've been good to deal with so far, but I wouldn't wish it in. But yeah, so it looks like a new roof.
Oh, no.
All the appliances. Oh, yeah. But this is the time to get a new roof. We haven't had a hurricane come through.
It just keeps growing.
It does. It gets worse and worse.
Last time you found out you needed, I think a new ring light. But,
but yesterday we found another light that my wife had just bought that is no longer working. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, we find new stuff like every other day. So it's been 3 weeks now.
I know. Don't you think maybe you could devote half a Saturday to go and turn everything on in your house? Are you that busy?
Touche. No, you're right. It's about time to do that. I don't know. I'd like to think there's not much else that couldn't be working.
I was going to say, probably you haven't done that because you just don't want to have to face that. It's like something else.
Yeah. So, you know what? It'll all be fine. It could be worse. We have insurance. There's a growing number of the state that does not have insurance. Yeah. I think that's one of the nuttiest things to me right now is I can't remember what the number was, but it was something like 10% or something of the state is going naked. That's insane. And that it used to be something like 0%, maybe 1%. But there are people who, if a storm came and it took out their house, that's it. You get one of them hobo knapsacks and go try to jump on a rail because your house is gone. You got no insurance for it anymore.
Which is crazy that people would even consider that as a choice.
And it's tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people right now. Yes, absolutely.
And I did read recently that Florida lawmakers said, the insurance issue isn't going to be coming up this legislative session.
Man, Democrats really have screwed up this state.
Actually, Deb, I believe what they said, first of all, was, hey, we know you haven't gotten any relief. B, we're not going to do anything about it because, we don't really think we can. And they could, by the way, but they're not going to.
So the fun continues.
And when's the last time a Democrat was in charge in Florida? Was it Lawton Chiles or
I think it was
his
Lawton
Lieutenant
Chiles.
Governor Buddy? Because Buddy took the throne for a little bit after he passed, right?
That's right. Lawton Chiles died at the very end of his term in 1998, I believe it was. And Buddy McKay was our governor for, 3 months or something like that. So that was 98. So 25 years ago.
He lost to Jeb.
Yes.
Correct.
And it's been Republican-led ever since.
Yep.
Yes, more or less. Charlie Crist was Republican at the time. Now not, but yes, we had Jeb, then Charlie, then Rick Scott, and now Ron DeSantis. So, and I've said before, I believe the problem we face is bigger than any one party. I mean, we are a giant hurricane magnet. Yeah. However, this problem has been foretold by everyone who's looked at this issue forever. And the bottom line is, as we've discussed before, it would take a lot of money. It's either going to be extraordinarily expensive to live here, which seems like the option we're going for in the state right now, or we're like $8,000. You say it fast, $8,000 a year for insurance. You're getting close to what people were paying for mortgages. 20 years ago. It's gonna be that, or you have to significantly subsidize this stuff the way you do Medicaid and Medicare, and right now no one really wants to, or give insurance companies more incentive to do that. And right now, all of those options involve a lot of work, and nobody really wants to do it.
The only wrap up I heard was that we made business so much more palatable for insurance companies to operate here in the state. That should really help reduce that pressure that's on the market. So it's like, okay, so what you're basically saying is that you gave the insurance companies everything they wanted in order to operate here, but that doesn't do anything for the residents and the homeowners.
They did give the insurers most of what they wanted, and what that generally means is removing or reducing your right to sue if you get denied claims. We've talked about that every time they talk about lawyers getting, $50,000 when the homeowner only gets $10,000. That never happens unless a jury or settlement says, hey, you screwed over that homeowner in the first place. But that said, we do not have insurance companies flocking to Florida. So, I can't argue with that part. There is not they're not seeing a ton of money to be made. But what I do see, what you're going to see is all the people who are on Citizens, we had a story about this lately, are getting these letters right now. And I don't even know who looks in the mailbox. I bet Ross doesn't look at his mailbox. Do you, Ross?
I look at it.
But no, inside? You open the door?
That's not my role.
Is that a HIPAA?
That's not your specialty in the house. Yeah.
In a marriage, everyone gets their own little job.
Right.
You get garbage can, she gets mail.
And that is my wife's. And if I was not married, first of all, I would just be a train wreck in general. But if I did not have her, we would not have opened that letter or read the fine print that basically says, and this is what tens of thousands of people in the state are getting right now. And I think the deadline's like this week.
It was yesterday.
Was it yesterday? Yeah, okay. And it basically says, hey, you've had Citizens Insurance, but we found somebody who can take you. And unless you respond to this a letter, you're going to be on this new insurance company. Theoretically, that's not an awful idea because you want the private sector to be, taking care versus the public. But here's the problem. These private sectors aren't competing. There's great fear is that some companies are going to swoop in and say, oh my God, all I have to do is offer to cover these people. I can charge an exorbitant amount. As long as there's an offer, they will default to they will be my customer. And that was the case of ours. I don't remember what the exact numbers were, but it was something like we were paying $4,000, $5,000, something like that. And it just flat out said, if you don't respond to this, you're going to be put on this company, which by the way, I'd never heard of before. This was not your State Farm. This was not your Allstate. And it was going to be about $8,500. And that is going to happen to everyone. Well, not everyone. That's going to happen to a lot of people. And when they get sticker shock and all of a sudden they find out they're paying twice as much for a company they've never heard of.
And the other issue, too, is that those letters, due to the volume, didn't go out as early as they had hoped. And so some folks didn't get those letters until, some time had passed. And it was like, deadline's coming. You got to read the letter. You have to decline or accept, but you can't just go, yeah, I'll just let it roll over because it won't work.
And so
way.
our editorial board wrote a piece last week that basically said that you need to send these letters again. You need to find a better way to contact people, the way people actually interact in 2023. But I'll make this prediction to you. This is the kind of problem that will be a problem for scores of Floridians, and nobody's going to care until some legislator's mother gets stuck with it, which is like what we had with unemployment insurance.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of people completely getting stiffed. And then the GOP chairman's mom,
I think it was Grutter,
gets denied. And he said, I want to press charges against somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, there'd been 1 million people screwed over before him. But when his mom got hosed, wasn't getting her payments. He wanted an investigation. So,
well, now I'm hoping for bad things for that dude's mom. That's the end result. If that's what it takes, what do I have to do?
Well, I don't want to turn it dark because I often do, but
Texter already is complaining that
I'm dark.
Yeah.
I've often thought, if more lawmakers had their kids, I do not wish this, okay? I want to be clear. But if more lawmakers' kids had to deal with a school shooting, were transgender, had immigrants as friends, I think we'd have a whole lot of different discussions because we have and the word privilege is overused, but when that bubble of privilege gets pierced, as it did for this lawmaker whose mom got denied, all of a sudden there are some politicians who see things in a different way.
I remember Jim Phillips for years talked about health insurance, and if the federal lawmakers had to have the same type of insurance we did and not their That's Cadillac right. policies, if they had to go through of waiting on the phone and trying to get coverage and being denied in this high deductible plan, we'd have a different healthcare system.
You know, I've been thinking, because of course we have another government shutdown that's looming in about 3 to 4 weeks. I think
we'll have a speaker by then.
The middle of November, that, you know, the government could shut down. 3.5 million Americans no longer getting a paycheck. I would love to see lawmakers take the magnanimous step of passing a law that their paychecks are the first ones that don't go out if the government shuts down.
Well, I bet you their paychecks, amount to 15% of their total wealth, right? There's no way that's the only money coming into their life.
Yeah, and Congress, they get a fat salary. But I actually have argued something pretty politically unpopular, that I think elected officials need higher salaries in many cases, particularly in the Florida legislature. The Florida legislature's salary is $29,000. Nobody can really afford to live on $29,000. So what we end up having is a bunch of independently wealthy people who do not face the same struggles that average Floridians did. You can't have a teacher. A teacher can't go up for 3 months. Take 3 months off in the middle of the school year. You don't have cops. I can't remember the last cop we had up there. Bus drivers. There was one bus driver. But I think people should be able to get enough salary to be able to live and serve. I also don't like them being dirt poor while they're serving in office and handling billions of dollars in contracts. That's just a bad combination. Instead, what we have is actually the worst of what you were just talking about. In Florida, we offered them only a $29,000 salary, so they're all independently wealthy, and then offer them that Cadillac healthcare plan. And I mean, it was like $30 copays or premiums, I think, at one point. It was something. I don't know if it's gone up since then. So the people who don't need it get these Cadillac state healthcare programs while denying things like a Medicaid expansion.
Yes.
And while there are not people who are facing the same struggles serving in the legislature.
And that's going to be the next lawsuit that the state's going to have to face, is over all of the hundreds of thousands of Floridians that were cut from Medicare.
Yes.
Scott,
yes.
You said that going back to the housing insurance debacle, if you will, you said something that kind of put a crossroads moment in my brain. You said that this is not a one-party thing. This is both left and right party thing. And I've always wondered, why in the world is this not issue sticking to the general public? Do you think it not being a one-party issue is the reason why a lot of people, when I bring this up to them, they go, what are you talking about? Is it the fact that it is a both-party issue, that it's not galvanizing one group of people and having other people yell at the other side? Or maybe I made that question too wordy.
I do think I should probably clarify. Right now, it is more of a one-party issue. The Republicans, as Deb just mentioned, who are now in control, basically did what the insurance industry wanted in terms of making it tougher to do lawsuits, and did very little to anything in terms of consumer. But to answer your question, I don't know. I think it is an issue. In fact, if I was running against a Republican in this state, I would be talking about insurance. I think the issue is a little bit of delayed reaction. You haven't had what we just discussed 3 minutes ago. You haven't had the tens of thousands of people who are about to wake up and find out that they have a new insurance at twice the price with a company they've never heard of. Also, there's a lot of people in this state that don't own homes. So you're not dealing with insurance unless you own a home. People, as we've talked about, it's one of the least affordable housing states. That doesn't mean we have the most expensive housing. It means we have the most expensive housing compared to low wages, which we spent a lot of time talking about last week. So I think there's a lot of people who are renting and they're not dealing with this. But I think I would beat up a politician if I was running against an incumbent in this state right now over that issue.
But in actuality, renters are dealing with it because the people who own the building have higher insurance, and they're not eating that cost. They're passing that in higher rents.
Yeah. Jack, that is absolutely true. Every cost gets passed along to some degree, and when your rent goes up $200 a month, it might be because the insurance went up maybe $150 a month, and they threw a little something extra on there. But you're absolutely right. Everybody is paying the price for that, and it's an extravagant price. And the scary thing is that there's not really a predicted ceiling. I mean, we're talking about these 50% increases. That's on top of 50% increases, on top of 50% increases the year before. People who were paying $1,500, $2,000 are now looking at $7,000 and $8,000. That's a gigantic increase. And a lot of people on fixed incomes, the ones I'm hearing from, are seniors who are basically living off Social Security. And they're like, I'll send you my checking account. I don't know how this math works. I've lived in this house for 40 years. When my mortgage was $445, we invested in it because we knew we would get it paid off by the time we're retired. And now I've got an insurance bill that's bigger than my mortgage ever was.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is.
What do you do? Force them into a reverse mortgage, or do they have to? You can't sell. What do you do?
And that's where you find out that 10% of the state's population, or of homeowners in the state, are going naked.
It seems like the approach.
That's right.
The approach that the legislature has taken towards the insurance industry is just another twisted form of trickle-down economics. Give them the breaks, and then hope they pass those savings along. Hope good things will happen.
Yeah.
That is very true. And I will tell you that on both healthcare and property insurance, tort reform has always held up as the salvation. If you can just stop those nasty lawyers from suing, and we've had some some rampant problems with lawsuits. I don't deny that with roofing as well. But it's always touted as the salvation, and very rarely does it actually lead to the trickle down you're talking about. Right now, what they're saying, the best they can hope for is maybe to stabilize what have already been extremely high increases.
And this, my friend, is why you are called the Truth Dragon.
Well, I'm also called depressing
and wait, sweet heat, right?
Sweet heat. That's right. That's right.
Well, we can't call you the depressing dragon because I'm pretty sure that's heroin.
By the way, have y'all watched Painkiller and Dope Sick?
No.
Is it going to make me feel like this?
No, it's definitely going to make you feel like this.
Probably
I would recommend
worse.
They're both very good. I would say Dope Sick.
Uh-oh. Lightning strike. Lightning strike.
I know. That's what I was worried about.
You got me now?
Yeah. Got you.
All right. I would say Dope Sick, but one of the things you will catch, it's very depressing, and it has a lot of themes that we should talk about. Evil people, for one, are always making philanthropical donations. That's a real thing they're hammering through in Dope Sick, is that when bad people do bad things, they cut bigger checks to charity, which are just a minute portion of what they're profiting, but it helps brand launder. But anyway, part of the reason I like Dope Sick is when the states finally start cracking down on we're talking about OxyContin and the opioid mill. They finally well, everybody's cracked down. What are we going to do? And the answer is head to Florida, because Florida was one of the last places. You remember we had places with lines around the buildings,
the pill mills
out the back, and it just sort of hits home. You're like, well, I was writing about this 20 years ago, but I didn't realize how bad we were.
Wow. So Dope Sick, and what was the name of the other one?
Painkiller. Michael Keaton is the star of Dope Sick. Matthew Broderick is in Painkiller. Dope Sick, Hulu, Painkiller, Netflix.
Awesome. I think you
you'll feel awful.
I think you just
yeah, like the news doesn't get you there.
Exactly.
You go to Netflix or Hulu.
Add a little bit more to it.
The one other thing is, at the end of every episode, you go, at least I'm not hooked on heroin.
Right, exactly.
That's the real depressing dragon right there.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Scott. Good luck with the weather today and tonight. We really hope everything goes okay.
Thanks. Take care.
You got it.
Oh, yeah. I got my smart on.
Oh, man. I can't imagine what that would be like. But what we can imagine is that it's time for trivia. So load up the phones, 407-916-1041. We're going to do that next, and that gives you plenty of time to enter your 5 o'clock keyword WIN at realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000. Trivia's next, so keep it here on Real Radio 104.1.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Something is coming back into popularity that has not been popular for a very long time.
Sean Watson.
What? How dare you? My popularity remains at an all-time high.
The news junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
This is three-time Pro Bowler LeVar Arrington. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Amtrak.
Buccaneers wideout Mike Evans' status for Sunday's game against Detroit is up in the air after missing today's practice. He's got a hamstring injury. The Lightning are shuffling their roster. They reassigned forward Alex Barboulay to the AHL affiliate in Syracuse today. And A24 Films now has a release date for their film The Iron Claw. The biopic of the famous Von Erich wrestling family hits theaters December 22nd. I'm Scott Davidson.
No one does fall travel like Amtrak.
That's because now more kids ages 2 to 12 ride for 50% off. So not only will you travel comfortably, you'll save too. Book now at Amtrak.com. Restrictions apply.
Whoa, with all these costs going up, just like we were just talking about with Scott, you got to find out where you can save. And sometimes it's your mortgage. Do you have the best rate? Do you need money? Do you need to take advantage of the equity in your home? The person who can help is Brad Siebert at wearenotthebanks.com. That is the website I went to several years ago, did a refi, helped me out greatly, put me in a better position today because of that decision to go to wearenotthebanks.com many years ago. Thank you, Brad. Let me know everything I needed every step of the way. That was for a refi, but also new mortgages. Maybe you are buying a new home. Maybe you could be downsizing, you could be upsizing. Whatever is your situation when it comes to mortgages, the expert is at wearenotthebanks.com. That's where you find Brad and his team for all your mortgage team needs, dealing with all types of mortgages, VA loans, conventional loans, jumbo loans, you name it, they deal with it. Again, the website, wearenotthebanks.com, NMLS ID number 66247, equal housing opportunity.
Support Pink at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. For breast cancer awareness, we're donating $25 for every new Nissan sold this month. Plus, buy today and pay 6 months later. And 0% APR financing is here for a limited time. At Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
After an accident, it's important to hire an attorney right away. Evidence can disappear quickly. Sure, you could wait to hire an attorney later and see how things turn out, but delays never make a case better. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
You guys should come over for a cookout.
Frank?
Let me know if you need to borrow the mower.
Frank, wake up. You're being neighborly in your sleep again.
With no down payments or PMI, a top VA lender like Navy Federal Credit Union will get you excited about being a homeowner.
Trash pickups on Tuesdays.
Learn more at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender. Membership required. Loan subject to approval. Call 1-888-842-6328 for details about credit costs and terms.
At the Home Depot, Saturdays are about two things: the wood-fired flavor of a Traeger Ironwood XL grill
and football. Hey everyone, Desmond Howard here, and I want you to get your game day fired up in just one tap with Traeger's intuitive touchscreen. Then throw in your game day favorites and monitor from anywhere with Wi-Fi technology. That way you have less time staring at the grill and more time for football. Upgrade your Saturday with Traeger.
And the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Are you dealing with tooth pain? Don't suffer in silence. Advanced Endodontics is here to help. Our expert team offers state-of-the-art care and is dedicated to helping you find relief. We specialize in root canals and have 6 convenient locations throughout Central Florida. We partner with well-known companies who offer great financing options, and you don't need a referral to make an appointment. Visit IneedARootCanal.com today. Don't delay. That's IneedARootCanal.com and take the pain away.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance company, and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Focus on getting better and let us take care of everything else. Our experienced team will get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
This is Ernie Johnson Jr. Sports is about overcoming obstacles, and college coaches work hard to help young men overcome Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's called Coach to Cure MD, and you can help. Text the word CURE to 501-501 to donate $25 on your next mobile phone bill, or go online to CoachToCureMD.org. Text the word CURE to 501-501. Help coaches cure MD.
Sponsored by the American Football Coaches Association. Texting and data rates may apply.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Do you suffer from sinus infections or sinus headaches? You use nasal spray and antibiotics, but nothing works. At Aspire Allergy and Sinus, we have solutions. And with healthcare deductibles resetting soon, now's a great time to see if you're a candidate for a minimally invasive procedure called balloon sinuplasty. Imagine no more pain, no more congestion. Set an appointment today with Aspire to see if balloon sinuplasty is right for you. Go to aspireallergy.com to book your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
You know that expression, the grass is always greener on the other side? Well, with Massey Services, it's literally true. Why? Because Massey does what the others don't. Every lawn is unique. So Massey starts with a detailed analysis and then builds a customized plan to prevent and control weeds, diseases, and harmful pests. Then they aerate to ensure water and nutrients reach the roots of your lawn. That's the Massey difference. Expect more and get it.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at centomoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
I feel pretty lucky. We got to reverse it 2.5%, but it went up to 7.5%. That's a maximum interest. I can't imagine anybody at 7 now. Their interest rate went up to maybe 10 or 11 plus the increase. Man, USA, thank God. USA insurance, but still, God bless everybody, man. God bless Israel and Palestine.
Hey, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. You still have a few minutes to enter WIN at realradio.fm. That's where you take the keyword, realradio.fm. WIN is your 5 o'clock word. We'll have a freshie coming up for you at 6 o'clock. Jim will hopefully be back tomorrow. You've got Deb, Jack, and Ross has the sauce jar.
Yeah, aboard!
Chugga, chugga.
Choo-choo!
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
All right, all aboard. Everyone's here. Yep, that's right. You, right there. I have a beautiful $50 Metro Diner dining gift card. Metro Diner is now serving up a new menu lineup of bowls packed with flavorful ingredients, perfect for lunch or dinner. Enjoy the loaded burger bowl. Yes, please. Hawaiian pork bowl. Aloha. Or their teriyaki steak bowl. That sounds dank. I'm about that life. Also, in the sauce jar, I have a beautiful pair of tickets to go see the Orlando Pride versus the Houston Dash Sunday, October 15th at Exploria Stadium. Kickoff is at 5 p.m. Deb, that is your sauce jar.
Which is always brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. Go local and support a family-owned and operated Orlando Moving and Storage Company. Just make sure you mention the Jim Colbert Show because that's what's going to get you a discount. Book them today at centomoving.com. That's C-E-N-T-O. Moving.com. Ross, who goes first?
I thought her name was Carrie. She corrected me. It's Sherry on line 4.
Sherry. Hello?
Line 5. Sorry, that's Scott. No, not now, Scott.
Sorry, Scott. We'll be back to you in a minute. Hey, Sherry, you there?
I am.
All right, good. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right, you ready to play a little game?
I am.
Let's do it. All right, Sherry, you know how this goes. I have a statement followed by 4 facts. But one of those facts is a lie. Find that lie, and you get to go swim in Ross's sauce jar. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, pay attention. On this day in 1972, the Central American country of Panama adopts a new constitution. Here are 3 fun facts about Panama and 1 Van Halen song of a lie. Jimmy wrote it. Number 1, the Panama Railroad is the oldest continually operating railroad in the world. Number 2, Panama is the only capital city in the world with a rainforest within the city limits. Number 3, the elegant, fat-tailed opossum can only be found in Panama. Or number 4, The Atlantic Bridge that spans the Panama Canal is the world's longest concrete 4-lane bridge in the world. Which is the lie, Sherry?
Number 2.
Number 2 is a fact. So I'm sorry, Sherry.
What are you going to do to her, Deb?
Yeah, what are you going to call her? Something like
Deb.
bad word? What are you going to call her? Like roadkill or something?
Sherry, get on your knees now and beg me for forgiveness.
Nice.
Who's next?
Oh, yeah. Let's welcome Scott, because I kind of feel bad.
All right, Scott, how you doing?
I'm good, Deb. How are you?
I am fat and sassy. Here you go. Here are your remaining choices. Number 1, the Panama Railroad is the oldest continually operating railroad in the world. The elegant fat-tailed opossum can only be found in Panama. Or number 3, the Atlantic Bridge that spans the Panama Canal is the world's longest concrete 4-lane bridge in the world.
Let's go with the first one.
The first one is a fact, so you two are a loser.
Oof.
And I'm going to stand on your back in my 6-inch heels. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Too ready. Hang up on him. Too much. Too much, Scott.
Oh, my goodness. I started to sweat there. Okay, who's next?
All right, half the country's rooting for him. Let's welcome Brandon.
Brandon.
On line 2.
I just got
Let's go.
Hey, Brandon, how you doing?
Everybody.
All right, you got a 50-50 chance here, Brandon. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. The elegant fat-tailed opossum can only be found in Panama, or the Atlantic Bridge that spans the Panama Canal is the world's longest concrete 4-lane bridge in the world. Which one's the lie, Brandon?
The first one.
You got it. You're the winner.
Yay! Mike Green, bang!
Yay! It turns out the elegant fat-tailed opossum can only be found in Chile. So there you go. Congratulations, Brandon. We're going to put you on hold. And you're just going to have to play next time, Brandon, and maybe get it wrong before Dominatrix Deb is going to come back out.
He got that question right, and he became like an adult Pillsbury guy.
Exactly. There we go.
I didn't know I liked that.
All right, real quick. The Panama Canal is one of the 7 wonders of the world, and Panama was the first Latin country to adopt the U.S. dollar as currency, along with its own currency, the Balboa. Ross, what's coming up for thoughts?
Oh,
Deb, yes.
Deb, have you ever heard of the Magic School Bus?
Yeah.
Do you remember that show?
Yeah.
All right. I have an idea.
All right.
I think, and this was a game time decision. I'm not going to lie. I have a whole nother segment prepared, but I realized when in Rome, this is our one and only time to ever really do this next segment. We're going to go on a Magic School Bus. I think it was called like Lizzie's Magic School Bus. You remember what happened in that show? All the kids in an elementary school would go on a magic school bus, and then that magic school bus would get really, 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 really small.
Yeah.
And then where would that magic school bus go when it was really small?
Inside the human body.
After the break, we're going to go see what's up with Jim's colonoscopy. I got a magic school bus. Let's go on a journey.
We'll do that next, so keep it here.
Enjoy the Twitter experience without the musk. At Real Radio 1041 on Threads. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Looking at accident activity causing delays on I-4 eastbound this afternoon near Parr Street, where a crash is currently blocking the shoulder on the interstate. A serious accident causing delays on OBT just south of Consulate Drive. Another crash causing delays on Old Winter Garden Road between John Young and Tampa Avenue. If you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. At Staples, you can count on every print project being perfect. And now get $50 off your print order of $150 or more. Offer ends 10/14. Exclusions and restrictions apply. See an associate or visit staples.com/print for details. Perfect prints guaranteed at Staples.
After more than 4 decades in the diamond business, International Diamond Center owner Keith LeClaire knows a thing or two about diamonds. And a big concern he has right now is the influx of man-made or lab-grown diamonds being sold at retail stores all over. Keith says these diamonds may look like the real thing, but they're being mass-produced and are losing value by the day.
Why would you put your money in something that devalues faster than food you eat?
Keith says they may look nice, but you can grossly overpay. For example, a man-made 2-carat diamond costs next to nothing to produce.
A 2-carat lab-grown diamond will cost $320 today.
But you'll see it in a store showcased with an insane markup.
They're selling it for probably $2,000 to $8,000. 2 years ago, it was in the $12,000 range, and today, you're talking about a $320 diamond? Come on. Your mama didn't bring you up that way.
If you're considering buying a lab-grown or machine-made diamond, get the facts before you write that check. Let the non-commissioned experts at International Diamond Center help you discover real lasting value. 4 Orlando locations.
I will take stressful situations for $500. This is one of the most stressful things you do. That is selling a quality pre-owned vehicle. That is correct. AutoBuy pays the max for quality pre-owned cars, trucks and SUVs, even boats and motorcycles. Go to WePayTheMax.com.
Are you tired of banking with a bank and dealing with excessive fees and minimums? For more than 85 years, Central Florida residents and small businesses have counted on Addition Financial Credit Union for better banking. Whether you're looking for fee-free checking, great savings rates, or low credit card, home, and auto loan rates, we put your financial well-being at the heart of everything we do. To learn more, visit AdditionFI.com. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because only the Sleep Number Climate 360 smart bed lets you each sleep up to 13 degrees cooler or warmer on either side, while you both sleep at your ideal level of firmness, comfort, and support, your Sleep Number setting. And now our all-new next-gen smart beds have temperature benefits, so you sleep better night after night. Now at its lowest price ever, the all-new Queen Sleep Number C2 smart bed is only $880, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Plumbing Today.
For 60 years, our team of trusted, reliable plumbers has been here to help you with all your plumbing needs. Right now, unclogging any drain is $93 or it's free. That's $93 or free.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Plumbing Today.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. I mean, where else are the scenic views as good as your view of the game? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassie's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wassiesmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
Every day, you breathe in thousands of microscopic germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out all the nasty things that make you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Cindy, a verified Navage user who writes, "I've had such awful nasal congestion for the last couple years. I bought Navage and OMG, I can breathe again. I love this thing. Goodbye, Neti Pot. Hello, Navage." End quote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Orlando Harley-Davidson. Visit OrlandoHarley.com.
Mills Air is looking for experienced service techs. NATE certified is a plus, but not required. We have been in business for over 30 years right here in Central Florida. Great pay and benefits. Sign-on bonus depending on experience. Apply at millsair.com.
Wing House can't make the weekend last longer, but we can give you 20 wings for $20 every Saturday and Sunday. And the lovely Wing House ladies will help take your mind off having to go back to work on Monday. 20 wings, $20 every weekend at Wing House Bar and Grill. Good food, beautifully served.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan.
for the people.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bank. B-A-N-K. That's bank. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Roxanne, all she wanna do is party up.
Hey, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Be careful on your way home. The radar is starting to fill up with those promised storms. Don't worry about it, though. We've got you covered all the way to your driveway and even beyond that. Hopefully you caught that keyword, bank, B-A-N-K. Take that over to realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000. We would love to add you along to our Tudo, our one and only winner. Like I said, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Jim will hopefully be back tomorrow. You've got Deb, Jack, and Ross, and he has some thoughts.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
We'll find out.
Sometimes it's Ross.
We're going...
Spelled like sauce.
We're going on a journey.
It's Ross Thoughts.
We're going on like a Lord of the Ring journey, but instead of Middle Earth, we're going to Plaka.
It is a Lord of the Ring.
It is a Lord of the Ring. If you are just joining us, welcome to the Jim Colbert Show. We have no Jim Colbert Show right now because he's getting a colonoscopy. He's getting...
well, he had one today.
He had one today.
Yes, he did.
And I'll be honest with you, I am filled with 1,000 questions about this because I also know it is part of my inevitable... it's an inevitable event for me as well.
Yeah.
So I have so many questions. Like, is it cold? Are you awake? You're knocked out? Jack's been down this route, right?
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, see? That's weird. It's kind of weird that he's like, 2 thumbs up in it. I see what I did there. I didn't even mean that. But that's not what this is. This isn't thumb, right?
No, it's a camera.
It's a camera.
On a tube.
Yeah.
See, when I was a kid, when we got a substitute teacher, they would always play 2 things, Bill Nye, or they would play the Magic School Bus with Miss Frizzle. And Miss Frizzle was a dope-ass bitch, dude. She was killer, dude.
Easy, fella,
Sorry.
easy.
She was swaggy, man. She was so cool. She was charming. She would always crack jokes with the kids, and she was super cool. And I've always wanted when you're a kid, you think anything is possible.
Well, yeah.
So I was still young and dumb, and I'm like, damn,
You wanted
dude.
to date her. You had a crush on her.
I had a thing for her, but I also had a thing for the bus, man. I thought it was so dope that all these kids would go into the school bus, and then they would just become like microscopic, and then they would just fly into people's bodies. And then they would like learn about the lungs and learn about the heart. So we know that's not real life. That was a cartoon.
Or is it?
But we're in the world of audio, and we can make certain things happen.
Yeah.
Now, what would you do, Deb, if I told you that the Magic School Bus is on a clapper?
Oh.
Come on, ride on the Magic School Bus.
To Jim's colonoscopy. Here we are, inside of Jim Colbert's intestine. And I got to tell you, it is not special. Come on in. Come on in. We're all here. Magic School Bus. Get off the bus. Feel the Colbert.
There's a lot of strange things in here.
Yeah, that's a corn dog over there from 78. Never digested that.
It's dark in here.
Very dark. Very dark. But...
Dark vibe.
Dark vibe. It smells of anger.
Frustration.
Frustration with local, foreign, any type of government. It's funny to laugh in Jim's intestine. What I'm trying to say is that I think, you guys smell that? Oh,
what?
Even in here?
This guy, his colon even has a gun?
He's locked and loaded everywhere.
It smells like tater tots that have seen the disco here, man. It smells like, is that a s'more? Not a s'more. Definitely not. Jack, don't. I think he just farted. What is, Jack?
Yes, sir?
Do you think that's a s'more? What is that?
I can't tell. You got a light?
Oh,
It is awfully dark in here.
Wait, I've got my lighter. Hang on.
Okay, yeah, do that. But if he passes gas, we're done.
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, okay, I can see a lot more.
Yeah,
There
that
are
came a little bit close. Yeah.
Ghouls and goblins.
You're missing an eyebrow.
This looks like Dracula's castle.
Complete with the coffin.
No, not a castle. That is just fried chicken. Everything is inflamed. Everything is so... Yeah, it's just... That's a cow. He ate steak so fast, the cow didn't die.
He's always admitted to a love of beef.
Whoa, oh my God.
There's a barnyard in here.
Guys, I feel like we're Han Solo when he goes down to that cave and then he has that realization, this isn't a cave. And then Solo has to fly out of that worm cave. Jim?
Are you saying he's a worm cave?
I'm telling you that there's a lot of force happening right now.
Are we gonna have to fighter pilot our way out of this bad boy?
We might have to.
You know what that means? We're gonna have to blow that ring of fire.
Is that a fully staffed Waffle House in here? How in the world? Why would there be a Waffle House inside of Jin's? Oh no.
It's the most American restaurant on the planet.
Yeah, no, I love Waffle House. Oh, I know why. It's because he doesn't have to pay him that much. This is a lot of donuts in here, an old corncob pipe.
Don't ask.
Who's that?
There's strangers in here.
I don't think...
Plenty of hiding spaces.
I don't think his wife is going to be a big fan when she finds out that there's a dude in here.
What's he doing in there?
Exactly.
Jim ate the elf.
A lot of buffalo wings, no
Hey.
meat, all bones in here.
You see that 6 o'clock keyword bank? Is that anywhere in here?
Yeah, I mean...
We could have tripped over it.
A lot of cheeseburgers. A submarine sandwich. Yeah.
Another one.
A lot of missiles.
Head down.
Yep. There's an international tragedy happening in here. There was...
Oh, I don't want to ask what that was.
Yeah, I don't know what that was either. I think Jim's colon is shuffling a deck of cards.
That man will play poker anywhere.
It is his favorite hobby.
Is he using his hands?
Is that a persimmon hollow driver? A persimmon driver? Oh, yeah. We've hit his heart.
Pegasus and woolly mammoth.
Oh, nope. We've hit his brain. Oh, we've hit his TV preferences. Hold on. Wait, that's his heart right there.
It's done.
I think Jim is thinking of how dumb today's Ross thoughts must be.
And the different ways he's going to kill you when he gets back in tomorrow.
If he just sneezes, we're all out of here.
Get some pepper.
I'm gonna go get a waffle from that Waffle House. I'll be right back. But nonetheless, Jim needs to clean up. This needed to be done a long time ago. Even someone is coughing and his colon. I think there's like one of those like Thailand little 3-wheel bikes that I just saw.
Oh no. Why did you say that word?
I got bronchitis.
She's here. Just going through a lot of blood pressure, if I may say. Honestly, I feel like we are
being squeezed.
I feel like I'm being hugged by his veins. Oh, what's that? Why is it getting bigger?
Silence, you ninny.
That hallway's getting bigger. Oh, no. We don't want to get peed out. Let's get us, Jack, let's get us out of here. Hit the red button.
Okay.
I don't want to ever be inside Jim Colbert ever again. This is the darkest and angriest place I've ever been. I will never be the same person after that. This is second puberty. This now ranks in order. My father passing.
Oh.
The first time I saw a kid cheat in a golf tournament and I caught him. And being inside of Jim Colbert's body. As the 3 worst things that has ever happened. So many chicken wings. So much mud. I saw Captain Black chewing tobacco down there. And not even chewed. Just eaten. Fully digested. God bless Jim. I hope your colonoscopy's all right. I know you're still asleep. Shh, my sweet angel. We'll be back. We'll be back. I'll come back for you. And I will trench through the mud that is your blood. Those are your Ross thoughts. I'm out. Peace.
Bank is your 6 o'clock keyword. Take that over to realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000. We'll be right back, so keep it here on the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. They specialize in one-of-a-kind custom-designed jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Looking at accident activity causing delays on I-4 eastbound this afternoon near Parr Street, where a crash is currently blocking the shoulder on the interstate. A serious accident causing delays on OBT just south of Consulate Drive. Another crash causing delays on Old Winter Garden Road between John Young and Tampa Avenue. If you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. Visit new and exciting places across the U.S. on Amtrak. It isn't just about the destination, it's about the journey without busy airports or cramped car rides. With no middle seats, extra legroom, and first-class private rooms, new adventures are just an Amtrak away. Book now at Amtrak.com.
Man, here we go with RebathMidFLA.com. That is where you get the bathroom of your dreams. And if you do have one of those bathrooms in your home, and it doesn't matter which one, it could be the master bath, it could be the guest bath. But if it's that guest bathroom, you know what happens, man. It makes it so embarrassing to have friends or family over for special events. I know everybody's graduating right now, but in the fall, Thanksgiving will be here, and all those events, you got to go to your brother's, maybe your mom's, because your bathroom is so embarrassing. You just don't want to have anybody over, but that can change. Rebath of Mid-Florida can do that for you, man, and they can do it for you with incredible products. Natural stone like travertine and marble, all those beautiful colors, that's available. All those trendy things you see on television and in the magazines, they can do it. Daryl Payne just showed me the 2 bathrooms he got from Rebath. Amazing stuff. They control the entire job. They're employees. They do it in 4 to 6 days, and they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And the products you can even see beforehand. Just visit the showroom, 436 up in Altamont. They're right across from Kobe. Very easy to find. You can take their design team, your ideas, their products, and next thing you know, you have a beautiful bathroom. When they install it, you're all set. This happens every day with these guys. Log on today. Look at the before and afters, and then book your appointment. Your new bathroom is right there in Altamont at RebathMidFLA.com.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer, TK Law.
onefirmforlife.com.
Now, you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
Are you tired of banking with a bank and dealing with excessive fees and minimums? For more than 85 years, Central Florida residents and small businesses have counted on Addition Financial Credit Union for better banking. Whether you're looking for fee-free checking, great savings rates, or low credit card, home, and auto loan rates, we put your financial well-being at the heart of everything we do. To learn more, visit additionfi.com. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Thanks to your product, I've lost 65 pounds. I've been using your product since 2017. I used to weigh 245 pounds, so I'm very happy being under 200 pounds. It gives me energy, and I was taking since day one the Andrew 400 Max. It helped me lose the fat, really, really fast. In 3 months, I lost 65 pounds. I'm 63 years old, and I'm very happy with the product.
Congratulations, Antonio, on losing 65 pounds in 3 months and keeping that belly fat off for over 6 years with Andro 400 Max. Guys, if you're looking for a great way to lose belly fat, gain energy, and improve your mood, then Andro 400 Max is for you. Andro 400 is safe and natural and helps men like Antonio not only reach their weight loss goals, but also help keep that belly fat off for good. So kickstart your goals today. Go to andro400.com and get free shipping and discounts only on andro400.com. That's andro400.com.
Hi, I'm Holly O'Neill, Chief Client Care Officer at Bank of America. Each and every day, our employees come to work to make financial lives better. And listening to our customers is how we do it well. From helping with everyday banking needs to life's big milestones, I want to thank my teammates who go above and beyond for our clients.
What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/about. Bank of America NA, member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
For 60 years, our team of expert electricians has been here to help you with all your energy needs. So there's no need to wait or worry when it comes to your electric. Right now, get $100 off any electrical service.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Here's how to avoid a top mistake in divorce. Text messages and social media posts can wind up in front of a judge. Act accordingly. Don't post like a fool. Divorce? Trenley Kramer Law. TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
Riding season is here. Orlando Harley-Davidson has an action-packed events calendar and the largest new and pre-owned inventory in the state of Florida. From the highly sought-after ST lineup to the 2023 CVOs. Orlando Harley-Davidson has a huge selection of both new and used motorcycles. Make Orlando Harley-Davidson part of your Biketoberfest plans and join the fun at Hogtoberfest. Hogtoberfest coming October 19th through 22nd at Orlando Harley-Davidson. Visit OrlandoHarley.com for the full list of motorcycle inventory and event details.
Just come out, the man when you're in trouble. Car accidents, slips and falls, he's the only one that you should call. Just come out, when you're injured on the go.
Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app? Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts.
Free playlists.
Free contests. Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations. It's free. I love iHeartRadio. Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. The Jim Colbert Show. returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Ross, you paint a terrifying portrait with your description of Jim's colon. But I'm even more terrified of what kind of storm might be coming to close that Waffle House.
He makes a very good point there. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Hopefully we'll have the Jim part of the show back tomorrow, resting up from a colonoscopy and a cold, of all things. But you've got Deb, Jack, and Ross. And I agree, because, you know, Waffle Houses don't close unless, like, a Cat 5 is coming.
Well, it's actually used as an official way to determine the severity of a storm by how many Waffle Houses close.
That's the one storm metric that the most of us will actually pay attention to.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Waffle House closed?
Let's get the hell out of here.
Let's get the hell out. I can't stay for that.
I bet you a Waffle House didn't close on Jan 6th. They were like, this is going to blow over. This is no problem. Just a tour. I bet you some Waffle House employee was like, yeah, no, that's, you well done waffle?
Yeah. When was the last time you've eaten at a Waffle House? It's been a while for me.
I would say 90 days, 3 months.
Oh, yeah? What about you, Jack?
90 months?
I was going to say, you don't strike me as a Waffle House kind of guy.
I can't remember the last time.
You'd love it. Great prices, friendly service. Might be missing a tooth, but that's part of the game.
I'm a diner fan, so it's not too dissimilar.
Exactly.
Not quite diner quality.
Oh, what?
Not quite diner quality.
Even though Waffle House is a diner.
Yeah, but it's a corporate-run diner.
Oh, you like the family-run diner, the hole in the wall.
The one that gets all their food from Cisco.
No.
The same place.
Kind of that looks like it's made out of corrugated metal.
Yeah.
And, a little jukebox on the table.
Something that's been there for a hot minute.
Yeah. Oh, Waffle House has a jukebox. And original music.
Oh.
Which is hilarious. Do you know about that?
I do not.
Yeah. Waffle House, I think that they still have it.
I thought you were joking.
No. They have a jukebox or had a jukebox. They may have gone digital now, but for the longest time, they had this jukebox that looks like it smokes cigarettes. Everything is just like Waffle House yellow stained.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you would flip through the pages, and then there would be all like the top 40 whatever for that year. But then in the back of the catalog, there was like Waffle, Waffle, Waffle Me. And it was all in-house Waffle House themed diner tunes. I always played those because I thought it was hilarious that Waffle House produced some of the. I'm sure it's all YouTubeable, all of those tracks.
I'm now gonna do it. I'm gonna have to go to Waffle House now and see if the jukebox is still there, and if it is, I'm gonna play me some Waffle House music.
There are a ton of original Waffle House tunes.
Really?
Yeah, this wasn't like a one-off. They didn't make an album. They made like
12.
Now that's what I call Waffle House music for.
All the years I've been going there and had no idea they had their own playlist, basically.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder who are the musicians, the artists who work on behind that, put that on their resume? Did the Waffle House.
I am Paul.
Good morning.
Oh, is this it? Yeah.
Come on in.
Believe I will.
Coffee's good, fresh and hot. How about a cup?
I'll have a cup.
Just say good morning.
Good morning.
The Waffle House way.
I like it that way.
We've got eggs any way you like them. 24 hours a day.
With a fight club.
Come on in.
It's always cool, man.
Kind of catchy.
It is kind of
Look at
catchy.
that. A top-notch production come from the Waffle House studio.
Got your country feel to it.
Yeah, exactly. So much more to Waffle House, you guys, than we ever thought. Why, did you know they had their own original
I didn't know.
playlist?
That was all news.
This guy doesn't even know about the hash browns.
What do you mean about the hash browns? What about them?
Yeah, the hash browns, legendary. If you're
Sliced,
hungover,
diced,
it's
covered, and smothered.
Covered, top, chopped, rumped, bumped, whatever. I don't know what shaman language they talk about their spuds. It's a foreign language. That whole, I'll get them chop, flop, tip top.
I think you're going to have to take Jack out for breakfast one morning at a Waffle House.
Cooking dope in the crock pot.
I'd go with you.
Aw.
And their coffee is so deliciously C-.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not great, but that's like the same reason why you like diners is the same reason why people love Waffle Houses. Like, I'm not looking, I don't know what a souffle is. I'm not trying to get my creme brulee on, man. I just want a real powerful carb-heavy palate of a waffle. Hits every time. Pecans, dank. Blueberry, fire. They just came out with a pumpkin spice waffle.
Oh, did they really?
I'm going to go down that little lane.
So the collection of original tracks for Waffle House jukeboxes was written by Buckner and Garcia, famous for Pac-Man Fever.
No.
Yes. And featuring gospel singer Mary Welch Rogers.
There she is.
Then wife of Waffle House co-founder Joe Rogers Sr.
And apparently someone texted us that Waffle House is family owned.
Yeah.
So that's right up your diner alley, Jack.
good
I
for
don't
them.
know.
Good for you, Waffle House. You keep being you.
I'll bring you to a Waffle House.
All right. This is cool.
I'm not opposed.
Someone just texted us at 77031. Waffle House now has a Touch Tunes jukebox.
Yeah.
Anytime my aunt goes there, she always texts me and asks me to play music from the app on my phone in the restaurant for her.
Right.
That would be cool.
I think, oh man, did I just have a flashback. I think the hardest I have ever seen my mom laugh was at a Waffle House. I was 5, 6, 7 at the most.
Right.
And I was a really dumb kid. And honestly, things haven't changed that much. But I loved whipped cream. But I didn't know it was called whipped cream, and I would always call it shaving cream. And every time we would go out to the restaurant, I would ask for shaving cream, and then the waitress would, I'm assuming, chuckle and go, "Oh, sweetie, I get it. I know what you want."
Right.
But this one time at a Waffle House,
No.
1,000%.
No way.
I asked for a waffle with shaving cream, and I got the waffle, and then she slammed a can of Barbasol right next to the waffle, and my mom pissed herself, dude. She thought it was the funniest, like caused a scene. Screaming, yelling, just over this Barbasol can just hitting the Waffle House. That's what happens at Waffle Houses, man. You're missing out. That's real community.
That is.
They all know each other. They've all probably made out with each other.
You got to ask the one question that you didn't ask at that time. What the hell is a can of Barbasol shaving cream doing inside of your Waffle House?
It's a restaurant. Probably someone, hey, man, you got to shave. More than likely.
Wow.
I bet somewhere in this building we have shaving cream.
That's it. I'll order one too, but the waitress said just before you do, tell me, how would you like to have that burger fixed, please?
With shaving cream, please.
Someone just actually texted in a song request, Jack.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Listen to Raisins in My Toast.
Raisins in My Toast.
Let me check our system. Nope, don't have it. Ooh, I spent a lot of time looking for it.
Somebody else said, I'm so looking forward to the Mariah Carey Waffle House Christmas album. Hey, don't put him past it. You never know. Ooh, Waffle House pork chop and eggs breakfast with hash browns and toast for $12, Jack.
Dude,
$12 and you get a pork chop.
Oh man, I would.
Is this Raisins in My Toast?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
by Danny Jones. Here we go. Nice.
It's a doo-wop over Raisin Toast, man. Hit him with the 1950s doo-wop. Make me want to rollerblade and eat hash browns drunk. That's the best. I think it is the best drunk food. The amount of times that I have been at a Waffle House inebriated, just floored, just hammered, and I would get a triple order of hash browns, double covered, double chunked. That's ham and cheese, if my memory serves me correct. Every now and then, if I was just drunk enough, I think you would get, what's the chili? I think you get it topped.
Oh, I love their chili.
Yeah, their chili's good. Everything is good. I have no qualms about the Waffle House.
One of my mom and I's best Mother's Day ever.
Yeah.
Waffle House.
It's also a very nostalgic thing for me. It's where we would go every Sunday. My dad loved Waffle House.
Yeah. Well, there's also, especially for someone who travels, it's like
it's kind of Cracker Barrel.
The Cracker Barrel, yeah. You have that consistency, a certain level, and it's a comfort food. And for you, like you said, there's a nostalgia factor to those Sundays where, with the family and your dad and a younger time when things were simpler to you.
Yeah.
I like the Cracker Barrel because of the fire shopping. Blouse I'm wearing, I bought at Cracker Barrel.
What's that?
Said the blouse I'm wearing, I bought at Cracker Barrel.
And she's bragging about it.
Yeah,
nice.
I am.
That's what's up.
No shame in my game.
I do enjoy a Cracker Barrel gift shop.
See, I'm telling you. It's not to be. Now, did you ever have any restaurant like that when you were a kid, Jack? Because for us and our family, it was back in the day when you didn't go out to eat as often as you do now.
Right.
So it was, either the parents got home really late from work and no time to cook.
7 kids.
Oh,
we were
my
not. We were not going to restaurants a lot.
No, exactly.
But there was one we had. It was called the Rustler Steakhouse, and it was a buffet. But you would order it. I think then you got you didn't get your food right. Like you got a what do you call
like
it?
A placard.
A placard, yeah. And then they would bring you your food and stuff. But so that was always kind of a neat thing. I remember doing the Rustler Steakhouse
for us.
Yeah.
Ponderosa.
There you go.
Ponderosa. Pull it there.
I have a feeling it's not too dissimilar from the Rustler Steakhouse.
I have a feeling they're pretty much the same, just a different name.
Yeah.
Yeah, the free, at Ponderosa used to have free, ice cream for the dessert.
Yeah. Now you're talking.
So you could go get an ice cream cone at the end. But that was a special treat. Kind of like that whole Waffle House thing that you've got going, Ross.
It wasn't a treat. It was a way of life. It wasn't like, you did well.
Well, how about, when was the last time you ate at a Cracker Barrel with your mom? Next time she comes to visit, you're going to have to make her, you're going to have to take her out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Cracker Barrel. I'll take Waffle House over Cracker Barrel.
Oh, I meant Waffle House for your mom. Sorry.
Oh, I don't know. Whenever she wants, it's like $6. It's a good deal. You go hash browns, triple order, cheese. You're getting out of that dish for $6, and you will be full.
Although someone said those Waffle House hash browns all the way will clear out your colon better than the stuff Jim had.
Oh, man, I am starving right now for Waffle House now.
Well, there you go. Now you need to do for dinner.
And I think we've talked about this before, but I definitely have, I feel, the best technique of prepping the Waffle House waffle. First and foremost, get it well done. I know. I feel like that's a hot take. Some people, when you say get the waffle well done, you're like, well, then the soft won't be
right. Exactly.
The inside won't be soft. Oh no, it will. It will. In fact, it's going to feel even more soft because the texture around that softness is a little bit firmer, a little bit harder,
more crispy,
a little bit crispy. It also holds the structural integrity of the waffle when cooked well done. You can hit it with butter, syrup, and it's going to take a little bit longer to soak in.
You've thought about this a lot.
It's not my first rodeo, Deb. You also hit syrup, butter, half the waffle, eat that half, syrup, waffle, eat the other half.
Brilliant, because that way your waffle doesn't get soggy while you're enjoying the first half.
Because
you've earned your stripes, young man.
If you butter and syrup a waffle both sides, well then the second half of your waffle has taken a Xanax. It's very sad. It's barely there, and it's skipping class. I'm just saying, it's not a good waffle experience, just like Xanax. Identical, to be honest with you.
I was thinking it as you were saying
I took the words right out of your mouth.
I'm hungry.
I know, I am too. All this food talk.
For Xanax or waffles?
Both.
Because both of them are downers, though. They will slow you down. Because a Waffle House waffle, carb train, toot-a-doot, you are on it. I think
that it tastes so good.
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling the three of us are going to end up at our own respective Waffle Houses before the end of the night.
I was just thinking, I am much more likely to hit a Waffle House now. Next time so when the times when we go out to breakfast, and we were talking about this, I believe, a week ago on the show, of what places we go. Waffle House, I think there might be one near me, but it would never be on my radar to suggest let's go there.
I bet it will now, though.
It's no International House of Pancakes, but
God, man,
it's international, Ross.
Yeah, maybe that's what I don't like about it. I don't know. I don't know.
You xenophobe.
Yeah, that's the only international I'm not about. I love soccer, but I'm not a fan of the international pancakes, man. I don't know. There's something
hoity-toity.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say hoity-toity.
Time out. Time out. Wait, back up.
Careful.
Wait a minute.
You've already had to dump yourself once today.
Shockingly. IHOP would rank higher than Waffle House in terms of
dental.
Would class
Ambiance?
be ambiance? Would it be considered nicer?
I think you're just insulting Ross now.
I don't care about that. I live for that.
I feel you, but I don't feel you.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is, I feel you. Yeah, the facade is there. They seem to. Oh, look at that. Is that a wedding ring? Like, sure. I think they're lying.
Does the IHOP look down on Waffle House?
I don't think so. I think
How
the
could it?
IHOP looks up to Waffle House's authenticity. Because Waffle House, no one is lying. No one will lie to you at a Waffle House because they don't really care. They don't care about your feelings. Hey, do I look bad in this? Yeah, you look like a fat ass. That's what your server will say. IHOP will lie to you. They're veiling stuff. They're filled with secrets.
Your server is supposed to make you believe that they care about you.
Yeah.
So IHOP seems like they're doing it right.
I think this has to be like the next Twitter poll that we're going to put up.
It depends. If you
say, would it be Waffle House, Cracker Barrel, and International House of Pancakes? Which old school breakfast place would you go to?
Like, if you think IHOP is better than Waffle House,
He obviously does.
and you think it looks nicer and all of that,
I think he does.
then you have believed everything a politician has ever told you. You see what I'm saying? IHOP has to do the whole political thing. Oh, we make burgers. We have to do marketing. When was the last time you saw a Waffle House commercial?
That's a good point. I have never seen a Waffle House commercial, ever.
Waffle House is like, dude, you know it.
Right.
We know it.
Listeners are now texting the Waffle House address of the one nearest where I live.
Well, that's a little frightening.
Do it, dude.
Listen, Jack, just go out your front door and take a left and then a right. Someone is also teasing us, saying they're having chicken parmesan at Olive Garden right now.
I once got,
salty.
This is legit. Shout out to Lyndon. He was a Waffle House server. He's one of my favorite servers I have ever come across in my life. I went to this Waffle House so much, and he saw me having a bad day. Long story short, I opened up to him, and I was telling him that my relationship was on the rocks, and he gave me relationship advice.
At a Waffle House.
At a Waffle House. And all in between, like, man, I don't know. I don't know if that one's the right one for you, Ross. I'll be right back. What do you want with that, sweetie? Like, it was like that.
You have this strange relationship with Waffle House.
With servers in general.
Which skews your opinion. I say IHOP ranks up. Where does Denny's fit in?
I don't know, but before you two go to fisticuffs.
I'll fight you.
Before we get to that part, it's last call time. So load up the phones and we'll do that next. 407-916-1041. This is your chance to make a call back, tell a mom or dad joke. Just, have a little bit of fun. So give us a call, 407-916-1041. We'll do that next right here on Real Radio 104.1.
Got something to say? Call now, 407-916-1041. Last call, sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250, keyword free hard scan.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Today is a Fox 35 storm alert day. We are monitoring the potential for some strong to severe storms to arrive this afternoon and continue overnight into early Thursday morning. Main weather threats: heavy rain, frequent lightning, the potential for damaging wind gusts, and even an isolated tornado or two. Remember to depend on and trust the Fox 35 Storm Team.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Healthcare. HCA Florida Mount Dora Emergency, located near the intersection of U.S. Highway 441 and Eudora Road, is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. You know, these guys have only been in town a few months, but they've already impacted so many families and lives here in Central Florida. It really is amazing. With Life Imaging FLA's free heart scan, there's no more guessing. Now you know. Now you know if those family genetic issues are showing their face in your heart at a young age. But now with Life Imaging FLA's free heart scan, you know, and you can build a long-term health care plan with your primary care doctor. And with October being Sudden Cardiac Arrest Awareness Month, now's the time to make that move. Sudden cardiac arrest is a leading cause of death in the U.S. with a survival rate less than 10%. So do yourself a favor and get this free heart scan from Life Imaging FLA. It's just a few minimum requirements, but it is a $699 value. And while you're there, be sure to ask about their cancer screening as well. And it couldn't be easier. Just pick up your cell phone and dial pound 250. Just say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. Make today the day you take charge of your long-term health care. You'll receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Bring smiles to all when shopping online with Dell Technologies Gift Guide. Whether it's for the artist, the entrepreneur, the student, or the streamer, you'll find the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Dell.com/gift guide makes gifting easy with a carefully curated selection of our best tech. Shop now to explore our innovative PCs like the XPS 13 laptop, powered by the latest Intel Core processors, plus this season's top accessories. Visit Dell.com/gift guide today to get a jump on your holiday gift list. That's Dell.com/gift guide.
GimmeTheVin.com has made it fast. We've made it easy, and we're the only 5-star BBB rated car dealer out there.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because only the Sleep Number Climate 360 smart bed lets you each sleep up to 13 degrees cooler or warmer on either side, while you both sleep at your ideal level of firmness, comfort, and support, your Sleep Number setting. And now our all-new next-gen smart beds have temperature benefits, so you sleep better night after night. Now at its lowest price ever, the all-new Queen Sleep Number C2 smart bed is only $880, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
You have allergies and you need relief, but you're tired of taking over-the-counter meds. Maybe you've thought, I don't have time to deal with it, and is there really a better solution out there? We've got you covered. And trust me when I say it's easier than you think. The most common thing we hear, I wish I would have come sooner. Set an appointment today with Aspire Allergy and Sinus and say goodbye to allergies. For good, go to AspireAllergy.com to book your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Saturday, October 21st, grab your dancing partner and salsa your way to Mount Dora for Fiesta de mi Gente Live Music Festival. 3 to 10 p.m. featuring DJ Angel of Boom, live music from Metro Latino, Rico Monaco Band, Lo de PR Band, and more. Tickets and info available at realradio.fm. Food, drinks, and plenty of dancing. October 21st at Elizabeth Evans Park in downtown Mendora. It's Fiesta de mi Gente Latin Music Festival. Special thank you to Loretta Maimon team with ERA Grizzard Real Estate and Las Palmas Cuban Restaurant. Go to realradio.fm keyword events.
These days, there are plenty of things to worry about, but keeping pests out of your home shouldn't be one of them. That's why you need Massey Services. Massey eliminates pests before they get inside. They start by carefully inspecting the inside and outside of your home and then focus customized treatments on the outside. Best of all, your satisfaction is guaranteed or your money back. That's the Massey difference. Expect more and get it.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit millsair.com.
The iHeartRadio app and the NFL right in your pocket. The home of the NFL Podcast Network, covering all 32 NFL teams, plus all the expert advice to win your fantasy league. And, of course, live NFL games. Touchdown! Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Free never sounded so good.
This is Ernie Johnson Jr. Sports is about overcoming obstacles, and college coaches work hard to help young men overcome Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's called Coach to Cure MD, and you can help. Text the word CURE to 501-501 to donate $25 on your next mobile phone bill, or go online to coachtocuremd.org. Text the word CURE to 501-501. Help coaches cure MD.
Sponsored by the American Football Coaches Association. Texting and data rates may apply.
Once you get Jersey Mike's catering with 12 subs for any event, I'll tell you, there's no going back to other catering. That'd be like going back to using Morse code.
Welcome to Jersey Mike's.
Okay, here we go.
A pickle slice wrapped in a napkin.
Oh, wait, try this.
A brownie with extra olive oil?
Whoops, I mixed up my dots and dashes. Here.
1,800 catering boxes coming right up.
Uh-oh. Nope, there's no going back once you get catering at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
Car crash? Call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
You can watch radio being made on a daily basis. Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Yes, I was at a Waffle House this morning and it has a jukebox in it. Pop in a buck, you can hear whatever you want. You even had some Tupac on the one I was listening to. How about that, guys?
Love that. Thank you so much for the talk back.
I would love for tomorrow if I'm sure this is going to get shot down, but I would love to rejoin every segment with Waffle House in-house music
and not tell Jim
and
why.
see if Jim picks up on, like, is this another song about waffles?
Well, I love the person who texted us at 77031 and said, IHOP sucks and Denny's is Waffle House for people who can't fight.
Yeah, man. I think Waffle House has no secrets. They are brutally honest. Hey, like, you know when you go to a restaurant and you go, what's your favorite thing? What should I get? They'll usually go with, like, the more pricier thing.
Right.
And more times than not, the pricier thing can taste better. But I love the honesty from a Waffle House employee going, like, don't get that.
Right.
Nah, that's good.
Right.
You can get, don't get that.
Don't get that.
Don't get that. Not with him. Not him. He's working. Yeah, I know you don't know who that is.
Yeah,
but
that's a whole new level of honesty there.
Yeah. Your egg's gonna have like a little hint of crime. So you're gonna want to avoid that.
Well, we are hoping that we're going to have the Jim part of the show back tomorrow. Took the day off today after his colonoscopy and dealing with a cold that he can't take any medicine for at least another week. So I'm sure he'll be in great spirits tomorrow.
Hilarious.
I know.
Because when you get a cold, you usually sneeze a lot. The day after you took a heroic amount of laxatives. Like, what kind of luck does our guy get?
I don't know, but I can for one say I'm just happy he's home resting.
Yeah. Like,
home alone.
I think, yeah, but he's going to blame this cold on me.
You think so?
Wheezy Jack.
Wheezy Jack.
Wheezy Jack.
Wheezy out of here. It's
I
Wheezy
got to
Jack.
deal with that.
Wheezy Jack with a fedora. I'm just saying, make that collab happen. Wheezy Fedora Jack. Feels good saying, hey, you want to see something?
I think you maybe have like 5 more minutes to enter the keyword. Is that about it, Jack?
Yep.
So, 5 more minutes, though. Keyword is bank. Take that, BANK, realradio.fm for your chance to win $1,000. And Jack has also mentioned this before, and it's really great advice. Do not sleep on those later keywords, right? 7, 8, and 9. Not as many people playing.
At least on the East Coast, and we've definitely we've had winners. Last time we had a winner in that time frame.
Yeah, we did. So definitely want to keep it tuned to Real Radio 104.1. Get those keywords, enter them in, and get you a chance to get some cash. Imagine the waffles you could buy at Waffle House with $1,000.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot of waffles. We want to thank Kristen Bierford from the CARE Foundation, along with Spike, the Bearded Dragon, Fergie, the Ball Python, and Gilly the Gator, Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell, and Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running our YouTube chat. You guys ready for last call?
Real quick, the poll,
that's
was in the YouTube chat only today. Have you dined at a Waffle House in the past year? Where do you think the YouTubers fall?
All right. You're talking about Real Radio fan base there. I'm going to go 70% have eaten at a Waffle House in the last year.
76%.
Wow.
Have not. That's 24% say yes.
Some people just got to come out of their waffle closet. They have to embrace the house.
Are we ready for last call?
We are.
Who goes first?
All right. Gonna be real with you. Don't know if this guy understands the concept of last call, but let's welcome Chatty P.
Oh, Chatty P, last call.
What's up? Waffle House is number one. Late at night, early in the morning, smothered, covered. Ross is correct. It's way better than the rest, and Jimmy will be all right come tomorrow.
All right. Well, thank you, Chatty P. We appreciate that.
There we go, Chatty P.
Yeah, you nailed it. Have a good night. Who's next?
Smothered, covered, top, flop. Let's welcome Amy on line 3.
Amy, last call. Okay, thank you.
Dumped.
There we go.
All right. All right. He's still on air. Still on air.
Okay.
She's still on air.
Okay.
Wow.
Still on air.
Thank you, Ross.
Okay, there you go. Let's welcome. You got it, Jack. You got it.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's
next.
Let's welcome Ed on line 2.
Ed, you behave yourself. Last call.
Hey, so recently I asked my girlfriend to rate my listening skills.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure why she wants me to urinate on a skeleton.
All righty. These are weird today.
Hey, let's welcome Mike Buzzer Larson.
Oh, we can always count on Mike Buzzer Larson. Last call. Bring it home for us.
I'm bringing it home. We're going back to the first segment. This is Mike Snockin' Lockin' Buzzer Larson here. Deb?
Yes, Mike.
You know what the difference between me and a calendar is?
No, what is the difference between you and a calendar, Mike?
Well, a calendar has dates. Quackshaw, I'm lonely. Give me the buzzer!
Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
Yeah. It's never a great punchline when it's 2 words, I'm lonely.
I know, exactly.
The real upper lifter there, Mike.
Thanks, Mike. We appreciate that.
We'll get you some vitamin C for the soul.
Yeah, exactly. And I believe that's going to be Jim Colbert, who will hopefully be back with us tomorrow. Either way, we will be back here at 3 o'clock. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters in the morning. After us, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Again, we have a level 2 risk of storms tonight, overnight, and into tomorrow morning. So be safe, and we'll see you tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. Until then, put some hump in your day. Bye.
It's the damn dentures, y'all.
A corporate time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. goldsmithjewelry.com.
Looking at accident activity causing delays on I-4 eastbound this afternoon near Parr Street, where a crash is currently blocking the shoulder on the interstate. A serious accident causing delays on OBT just south of Consulate Drive. Another crash causing delays on Old Winter Garden Road between John Young and Tampa Avenue. If you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows fall is the perfect time for outdoor projects. Right now, you can keep your yard looking its best and save. Take care of leaves with leaf blowers starting at just $89.98. Lowe's knows home improvement. While supplies last, see store for details.
Here's your chance to take part in a night of inspiration, benefiting